Immortal Beats.
Yo, what's going on, people? What's going on, people? Oh, wow, that's a little bit blurry. Let's sort that out. What's going on, people? It's SVD on the mic, Dojo Design Guy, back here with another episode of Community Corner, episode 21. I want to say apologies for the issues that we had last week. Should be all sorted. I'll say we got Tales of Mr. E coming tomorrow. Today we have KingJae. Before we bring on our guest for today, we have a small amount of an event coming up in August. I'm sure you all know already. Versus fighting is coming up August 15th, 17th. UK Major, obviously, what we put together on the Electronic Dojo. Shout out to the team. We've got plenty of games there. We got, let's scroll down on the list. We got Fury City of the Wolves. We got Tekken. We're part of the Tekken World Tour, Shoot by 6, Guilty Gear, Virtua Fighter 5, Rebel. We are a part of the online open championships with Virtua Fighter. So if you win that tournament, you guarantee qualification to the global finals. MK run the Pro Tour for that. Tekken Ball, Under Night. As you can see, all the games there. Just sign up today. Start.gg/VSF. You know what it is. You know what Versus Fighting about. This would be our 13th one now. You know, still going strong. So, yeah, man. That's enough of the shilling for now, so to speak. let's bring our guest on for today. I'd say first of all, hope everyone's doing well out there. Let's bring on our guest for today. Um, man like KingJae. What's going on, sir? What's going on, sir?
Yo, what's going on, man? Thank you very much for having me, first and foremost, man. Really appreciate you, appreciate the Electronic Dojo team. And yeah, it's an honor to be here, man. You lot have been doing this for a long time, and I would say one of the OGs in this. So it's an honor to be here, man. Thank you very much.
Nah, respect, man. And first of all, before we get into anything else, I gotta say congratulations on 100K subscribers on YouTube. That's it's big still. It's big still.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you very much, bro.
Nah, just the hard work pays off, man. The grind is real, man. The grind is real, man. Like,
yeah, it took a long time to get there, though, man. That was, you know the journey of how long I've been competing and everything else I've been doing, and it's like, yeah, finally got there, man.
Nah, you got there for real, man. That's proper, man. That's proper, all, man. But yeah, man, like, but I guess just for those that don't know you or they've been living under a rock, like, who is KingJae? Tell us about yourself, just in terms of like you kind of. Just your background history, getting into the scene and stuff. Just how did KingJae become to be KingJae?
Yeah, KingJae is, I would say, someone that likes to play, someone from the end, someone from just, that just plays fighting games, but they're just, they're interested in the stuff that the mandem like, innit? Mandem are interested in clothes, trainers, all of those things. Like I'm a big trainer, aka sneakerhead. Like I'm interested in music. I'm interested in like, just loads of different things that the general mandem like. And it's just like, yeah, that's just it, really. Like, I just want to make people know that, that you can play games and make a living out of it, like instead of like, other distractions that you might find in the ends or whatever, you can literally make a real living out of this. So that was just my goal. And it was in a game genre that was niche, which is obviously fighting games. Fighting games is very, very niche. It's very hard to kind of break through in, but somehow, some way, I kept on pushing, and yeah, that's it, really, man.
Yeah, that's it, man. So I guess, how did you first, like, what was your kind of first experience with like fighting games, like growing up, and like kind of what attracted you to them at that time, like when you was younger playing them?
So like when I was younger, I used to like to fight a lot, innit? So that was my thing. Like I had bare cousins. They will tell you, innit? Like I was very unruly and reckless when I was young. So that's how I got the name, like KingJae, innit? But I was called like my grandma would call me King Tyson because I used to just like to punch. I just used to always punch all the time. So like obviously I was just trying to like, when I was thinking about a name, I could either give my real name or I can just give a name that I was thinking about my grandma calling it King Tyson, but I was like, I don't play any boxes and any fighting games. So I was like, oh, KingJae. But then I was thinking of J. Most of the time when people use J, it's Jay. Yeah. But then I'm like, look at that. Who's sick at Tekken? The Koreans. And the way how do you spell J is J.
Yeah.
So I just took off that, put that, and I put it together, and that's how but people obviously think that, oh yeah, I think I'm all high and almighty. No, it's nothing. It's it's a personal thing, innit? And obviously, like, I just put them together, and that was it, really. KingJae. Like my first encounter with fighting games was just playing with my friends. Like, like most of the time I would go to someone's house and we would like put a pound down and we'll do like stuff like team battles in like Tekken 5. Like that's where it first kind of started. It was kind of like, we no one knows combos. We don't know like frame data and all that stuff. Literally, we're just someone's just trying to win all of the money in it. And that was it. We'll put a pound down. It might even be other things like, loser has to go and pay for KFC or something like that. It was just silly little things, man. And I met a friend and he was telling me about tournaments and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, there's actual people actually compete for money. Like it's unheard of. And remember, like this is like back in the day, YouTube wasn't that big. On Twitch. It was TV. Do you get what I'm saying? So no one's showing this like tournament side of things. It was very, if you know. That's what it was.
So exposure wasn't there like that back then. Like, just
you get what I'm trying to say? Like
completely different time. Completely.
Everyone's got it good. We're actually at luxury with this stuff because back then there was none of that. It was literally word of mouth. If you heard someone won a tournament, you just heard it through word of mouth. That was
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So there was my first tournament was Battle of Destiny. That was in 2008. That was my first tournament. So that was like run by the twins and Bulletproof. So them lots thing. And I was like, oh, this is quite sick. Like, you know, people from like, you know, just different backgrounds, you know, people are traveling in for gaming.
Yeah.
You couldn't even write that. I was so shocked. I was like, nah, this is sick. So I was just in love with it from then. I'm thinking, there's other people out there in the world that likes what I like. And obviously back then, when I'm in school, I'm kind of like, I was like kind of like a trendy kid. So when I was actually liking games like Final Fantasy and stuff, I was kind of not trying to make them know at the time. Obviously, you don't want to be, you know, picked on because you like these type of things. And I was kind of like the funny kid. So it's kind of, I was popular, funny, but I didn't want it to be like, oh yeah, man plays Final Fantasy. I know everything that's going on. I was kind of like, that's to myself. Do you know what I mean? Not that Final Fantasy is a bad game. It's an amazing game, but kids at that age ain't gonna understand all of that stuff. Do you get what I'm saying? And Crash Bandicoot and all of these other things. Like it was just so anyways, moving on, like I was going to various different tournaments and I discovered versus fighting, I think very early on in my whole like competitive career, because it was like there's a tournament in Birmingham and I'm like, I've never been Birmingham before. I wasn't traveling at all. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't doing all of those things at the start of my career. It was kind of like, oh, this is a hobby, but yo, I get to meet other people that are good at the game. Before the versus fighting arc, it was kind of like I was going to Trocadero, so I was meeting like, you know, the Ryan Hart, Cobra Commander, Dinosaur, Starscream. They're all legends within their rights. All before the YouTube era, all before that. They were the ones carrying the flag for the UK when it comes to Tekken, and I'm happy to say that like they were the ones traveling, doing whatever or competing, and players around the world know about them. When I was going to Trocadero and stuff and watching them, I'm like, who's this guy with a jack that's got like 70 win streak? And it was Dinosaur. You get what I'm saying? I'm seeing combo man up in the air, 442 jack, boom, and the combos looked mad sick. I was like, you can do combos in Tekken. Whereas I'm just trying to mash man up, like just doing bare mad moves. They're doing combos. So my mind was blown at this point. So every Friday they would go to Trocadero and they would play. And you know, they're doing combos, they'll put their pound down, they're doing combos, this and other. Bro, sometimes I would want to go and play, but then sometimes I was a bit intimidated because I'm like, what's the point of putting my pound down? I'm gonna lose. It's not online, you know, like online, you could just pay for your internet and you're good, bro. You can for the month,
it's real money at that point. Like
real money, bro. You can go there with £10 and like, bro, me then, like I was broke then, bro. I was going there with £10 and bro, I was like, bro, I'm gonna make this £10 stretch, bro. Like I will make sure that I will put the last pound down, because usually it closes around like 11 o'clock. So I'll say I'll put the pound down by like maybe like 10:40 p.m. just so that I can get the last bit. But yeah, bro, like it's amazing, man. It was amazing experience. And then after that, we'll go to One Keys, which is a Chinese restaurant in central London, and everyone's talking about their frame data. Oh, but why do you use this move? Why do you use that move? And I'm saying, bro,
mind blown.
I was so it was just like a new family, bro. It wasn't even a community at that point. It was a new family because there's other people like me that loves the game like that this deep. But I didn't know this existed. So like,
because I think back then it's how do you even know about these kind of things about frame rates and stuff? Because like nowadays, obviously, there's so much videos and, you know, content people and XYZ and you know, games come with frame data and stuff now. But obviously back then it's just a different world, and like, you know, when you find it's how do you even find out these things? Like, it's crazy, man. Like, think back how we were playing games back then. Like, I remember, I think Tekken 5 was probably the first game that I kind of started to take semi-seriously to the point like, okay, I want to actually learn how to do certain things. And even it was like, I think it was game FAQs at the time I was using to try.
That was me as well. That was me.
And
game
like,
FAQs.
It's just mad times, man. There's different. So would you say like Tekken that period was the first kind of like game where it was like, okay, I'm playing with my mans and whatever, but now I'm trying to step it up a notch now, like take it to the next level kind of thing? Was that the kind of time when that happened for you then?
I wanted to be like them. I'm gonna be so real with you and honest. Like, there's no like me trying to act like I'm the high and mighty guy, bro. I want to be like them. They're doing combos. They're all amongst each other, just on this next level. Like man, like amongst my friends, I thought I was Goku, but then now man is like, you know, Yamcha, and
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
like
that's
Goku,
what
Vegeta, and
that's
them,
that's
man.
the story, man. Like amongst like the group of men that you play with, it's like, yeah, man, you're the top of top guy, but then you come like you find out about the tournament, go somewhere else, you see a next man doing next, and it's a different world, man.
This is what I'm saying. So I see them, man, and I was just like, bro, every Friday I was there without fail. And obviously, Trocadero was a bit like around the outside of it. It's a bit hood, innit? Obviously, Central London, but
Yeah,
it is a bit hood in there, innit? So it's
yeah,
just like, but I just didn't care. I was like, bro, I am finding my way to Trocadero every Friday.
yeah,
And
yeah,
the man them just always used to come by and just play, bro. There was other games there as well, but the man them were there for Tekken 6. Like the reason why they were there for that is because it wasn't out in console at the time.
yeah.
You had to go there
Okay, yeah,
to
to
play
go play.
Tekken 6
Yeah,
before it released out on in the PS3, Xbox, and whatever.
Mm.
But yeah, like I fell in love with it there, bro. I literally, and then I joined, like, they had a forum which was like New Empire, so I joined that to find
yeah,
out
Neo
about
and platforms.
tournaments.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And then like, yeah, like I didn't like Tekken Zaibatsu was there, but I weren't really. I think Neo Empire was more modern at that time.
Mm.
Nice graphics,
Yeah,
kind of swayed me in a bit. I'm like, oh yeah, these
yeah,
graphics look sick. Whereas
yeah,
Tekken Zaibatsu was kind of like, it's
yeah.
there, you know what I'm saying?
And
But
obviously, it's for you like local because obviously it's the London scene, and I guess obviously there's other
yeah,
scenes on there because it's kind of how I found out about like there was a tournament scene down there, and I was at Battle of
mm,
Destiny and stuff as well. Like at the time, traveled down and whatever, because it's like again you're playing with your kind of circle, and it's like, oh, there's this thing down here, let's go, because you want to play more people, and it's like that kind of drive that kind of gets you like to carry on and that really, I guess. So nah,
nah,
man. So
trust.
yeah, so like obviously Tekken is like, did you play any other fighting games like before that or coming up to that time, or was it always really like Tekken? Because I guess that's the game you're most known for. But I know you've dabbled in other games, which we'll obviously get to. But was it mainly
Mm.
Tekken back then?
So competitively, it was Tekken and Street Fighter. So Street Fighter 4, I was known for Balrog.
Okay,
And then I moved on. So Street Fighter 5, I was known for Birdie.
Birdie, yeah. I remember you had Birdie then. Still,
I think it's always been Tekken and Street Fighter, but that's all that the man then play. If you go, like, obviously when I was living on like an estate and that, like everyone has got a PlayStation at the time, but it's either the man them's got Tekken or Street Fighter. Like it's never really like all of the man them have it. They might have a dabble of like Mortal Kombat, Bloody Roar, or something else, but
they're
the
Tekken
man
and
them
Street
have.
like the staples.
They both have. Everyone has both.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? So it was kind of like, all right, cool. Let me just play Tekken and Street Fighter, because those are the games that like everyone has in it.
Everyone was playing. Everyone was playing.
You know what I'm saying? Mortal Kombat was all right. Don't get me wrong, but Mortal Kombat felt like you're just your feet is stuck in mud and you're just on the ground. Like man, them are doing this,
Yeah.
and they're looking up with their chin like this.
Yeah.
That's how it looked like. I'm not trying to slate the game, innit? Like,
Yeah,
I've played these games and I really like more Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. I think
Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. I've rinsed that on PS1 back in the days. So.
Cold. That's what I'm saying. I like those games, but yeah, it wasn't something where it's like I could go and I actually want to play and train for the man. Them. It was literally Tekken and Street Fighter. And Street Fighter EX plus Alpha. I really love that game. That game way ahead of its time, so even up until this day.
The combo trials and stuff.
Oh man, the combo, the trial mode was sick. And then there's like certain things where like you do the trial mode, you're unlocking characters and stuff like that. Like I think fighting games now, not that I want to get too ahead of like where we're going with this how we're talking about.
Talk, man.
But I feel like fighting games now, they just give everything to you already. And it's like there's no sense of I want to learn. And I think that's where things are getting lost. They followed like a Fortnite blueprint where it's like, okay, well, they don't give the game free, first of all. They give a game that's not really done, you pay for it. And then they give you DLC, you pay for that too. And it's like they're not even giving you as much as what you would get in Fortnite. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So it's
the models were mad. Like obviously things like it's different now because obviously, back then you couldn't really do like DLC and patches and stuff because it's a completely different landscape back then. But again, when games come out like back then, it was complete because again with EX for South, I remember that the combo, the trial mode, like think about it, again, as you say, it's ahead of its time because that was something new then, and then it's only really like when like maybe PS3 era when that kind of stuff came back into fighting games. We've got combo trials and stuff like that. Like,
see,
And again, the sense of achievement of unlocking things and stuff. Yeah, man, it's sick, man. It's sick, man.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you actually get rewarded. Like I remember Kyrie, one of the characters that's in EX Plus Alpha.
Yeah. Kyrie, bad boy character, man.
Bad boy character. You had to stay in the air for 10 seconds.
Yes, yeah. Was that his last one?
Yeah, the last one.
And he did the supers and that. Yeah.
Bro,
bad boy
that
game.
felt like some Dragon Ball Z-ish, bro.
Yeah,
I was like, right.
He's got the kick on that goes down as well.
Down. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So like, bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, people know me for Tekken, but bro, like, if you really like ask me about the fighting games, bro, like, man has dabbled in a lot of fighting games.
Yeah.
I really, really enjoyed a lot of them. I'm just sad that a lot of them have kind of gone downhill. Like, I think Dead or Alive was a good game, but I think Dead or Alive 6 just wasn't that great compared to the rest of them. And then there's other games like Bloody Roar. I think the first one was absolutely amazing.
Ridiculous game.
Yeah, the game was absolutely amazing, but I don't really know what happened to it. I know people still play like the other ones, but I never really could catch up with it. I was kind of like, I like the first one. That intro for the first Bloody Roar, allow it.
Yeah,
allow it.
And just the concept of like, you know, turning into the beast, and then, you know, when you're not them through the stage and you get the replay 3 times and stuff and all that. Like, yeah,
bro, it's sick, cold, man, bro.
I mean, that series is a good series, man. Like, it's a shame, man. But yeah, I think just the games nowadays it's a bit different, man. It's a bit different. So I guess like obviously you're starting to learn Tekken more and learn more, and you're playing like, and you know, you say you've gone to Battle of Destiny and stuff. Is that the kind of time where you start, you know, you're actively traveling to these events now then?
And so like I was traveling more to the London events. Do you know what I'm saying? I didn't really, I weren't doing what I was doing for Tekken 7 where I'm getting like Philippines, this, that, time. Like this was just like, oh, okay, let me see what London's about. But remember, my dad is Jamaican, bro. My dad ain't trying to get me to go Birmingham or nothing like that, bro. He just knows about skipping. I was born and raised in South London. You know what I'm saying? But going to East feel like another country. You know what I'm saying? Like going to North and West, bro. I didn't know nothing about like the different places in West London and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And South London, I knew about different places. You know what I'm saying? But when it get to like East, North, West, bro, if that was foreign to me, I didn't understand anything. You know what I'm saying? Let alone Birmingham, like, Manchester, and you know what I'm saying? So these tournaments is what helped me, what educated me. And I was like, what, 20, 21 or something like that around the time. So this is what educated me around like the geography of UK. Like, it's mad, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I know I sound so mad crazy as a grown-ass man to say that, but brother, at like 20, 21, bro, I didn't know what flipping, was it Barron's Court and all of these other mad places, Northfields and...
Yeah, because I guess at that time, you're not gonna know really, are you? Because, you know, you're in your area, and again, stuff like your internet is not really super out there like that. And if you don't have a need to be traveling to these places, then you're not really gonna know, are you? So
this is what I'm saying. They don't understand, because it's like we didn't have fiber optic back then. We didn't have none of these things, super fast internet, bro.
Yeah,
like maybe so I'm saying dial-up, bro. And the thing is, they don't know about dial-up. Dial-up is when I'm gonna break it down to you. Dial-up is when you cannot use your landline.
Can't use the phone when you're on the
internet. Can't use the phone. They make this mad ringtone.
It
sounds like you're getting hacked. Whatever. And then bam, you're on the internet.
Yeah.
These times, anyone that's trying to call you through that telephone cannot get through to you. So, you know, like I said,
maddest times, you know.
Maddest times. Imagine I got a Jamaican dad. He wants his phone calls. I'm trying to do the internet thing. It's not working. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's kind of like, it was difficult. And obviously we started getting broadband. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously broadband, you're allowed to use the phone and you're allowed to go on the internet. Like things, the way how things developed and the era that we're in compared to the era that other people are in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's mad, but
yeah, it's different. It's different.
It is where it is,
these
man.
days, they
don't get it.
Next thing and that, man. Like,
this is what I'm saying. They don't really get it.
Still had like, you know, the videos, VHS videos and physical media for music, collections, all sorts of them. But, you know, I don't want to rant on the old man rant. Let me not go too deep on that. So as I say, you're traveling, you're starting to kind of branch out a bit more in that. Like, what are some of kind of the earlier events that you kind of went to? Obviously, you've mentioned like versus fighting and stuff, but did you go to any kind of other events at time? And then how did you find it in terms of competitively, in terms of like the level, I guess, from like where you guys were like in the London scene into like the other like communities at the time?
So there was stuff like Ultimate Clash that was in like Harrow. We had the ranking battles from 360 Gaming, which was it was District G, but the early stage of District G.
Yeah.
Right? So we had that. That made me level up a huge amount. So we had so I guess I'll fast forward on because obviously the Ultimate Clash and stuff, yeah, it was competing, but it was just like, yeah, whatever type of thing. No one was taking it serious. But the early pre-District G days, Joe Davinia from 360 Gaming, they decided to make this weekly ranking battles. And it was in South London, so it was in Balham at the time. And sometimes it'll be in Balham, sometimes it'll be in Tooting. And basically, people would go there. So you had like the likes of Rukang, you had Dinosaur, you had Starscream that would travel down there, you had Leif, you had so many people that would like go there and compete every week. That stuff really leveled me up. I ended up winning one of the ranking battles altogether, but then we had to have a playoffs, and then it was me versus Rukang because Rukang was second, and then Rukang ended up winning. But at this point, this is when they done London versus Nottingham. And then the second time when they done the whole ranking battles again, like the whole season of ranking battles, they done London versus Birmingham. And obviously that's when I OCV'd Birmingham. I'm so sorry. I just gotta throw that in.
Yeah, that's it. The stream's done.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Obviously, I can't do that right now. And obviously, my brethren's
See, I didn't even know. If I knew your mum was gonna say that, like, you wouldn't even command still.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. But no, you know what? Yeah, I couldn't do that now because obviously there's a lot of very, very strong Birmingham players. Like shout out Dante, shout out Immortal Soul, shout out Ayo Richie. There's a lot of man, even like Auto Switch, even though he don't really play Tekken 8, but if he did, he's amazing, isn't it? Like these people are amazing. And there's a lot of amazing talent even outside of Tekken. Do you know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of other players from, MK, Street Fighter, from the Brom scene. So like shout out them, innit? Like I have no disrespect towards them, big them up every time. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's how I found out about Brom. That's what I'm saying. Brom was foreign to me. I didn't know about what Birmingham was. I didn't even know. Like, I don't even to go out there raving or clubbing or nothing. I didn't know anything. And then I think 360 Gaming stopped, and then District G came along, and obviously District G had so the players was I was the first signed player for District G. And then it was Crizzle, Bonus Gin. That was they came together. And then it was Rukang, Kane and Trench, and then I think Asim came later on. So something like that. I can't remember what the order was. But around that time, they were like, obviously I was doing my content creation grind now. So at this point, I'm like, okay, cool. Let me do my thing. So hold on. Let me slow down. What's that tournament in Scotland, man?
Hype Fighting.
That's the one. Oh my gosh. You lot don't know. Hype Fighting was sick. Hype
Fighting was big. It's big, man. Hype Fighting was big. So Hype Fighting was big.
That Hype Fighting was big. I wish that was still here, man. But it is where it is. People, move on and stuff. But yeah. But yeah, going back to the District G side of things, they done a thing where they wanted me to do like a stream where I bring players involved to come in on a coach to go versus fighting. And I thought that was sick. Like, it was obviously kind of like a joint idea where I was like, oh yeah, we should bring some of the players, let's get some of the people out there. Because I was, at this point, I was excited about just growing the community. It was never about, I don't care about being the biggest star. Obviously, I would love to grow my socials and whatever. That's just whatever, innit? But I want to grow I want the community to come together and let's go to Versify. Like, I want it to be a proper hype. So we decided to just get a coach, do a giveaway of tickets. I can't remember how it worked out. I think someone had to beat me on Tekken Tag 2 or something like that. And then something happened, and then we just, whoever won, or I can't remember if it was a giveaway. It was a long time ago. But yeah, we brought players to go on a coach to go to Versify. I think this was probably before. I'm trying to remember, bro. Versify, I've been there so many times. Bro. I think sorry, I'm getting the story modeled up. I've been Versifying before that happened. I think I really liked Versifying, and then I said, all right, the coach thing could happen. Because that was Tekken 7, and I just remember.
So you would have been there.
I would have been there from Tag 2. because man was placing in tag 2.
Yeah.
So, all right, sorry, I got my story muddled up a tad bit. Apologies, but yeah, we did that, and yeah, I just kept on loving going back to versus fighting all the time. Oh damn, we got the stats up here. God damn, dog.
Speaking of a man placing in versus fighting, let me scroll down. Where are you? Which one was it now? I think from 2015. Right there, second place. Right there.
See what I'm saying? That's kind of crazy when you look at it, though. You know what I'm saying? Second place.
Man was placing back then still.
Yeah, I wish I had the same drive, man. Because that drive there, I think the only person that brought out that drive out was Real Menace. And shout out to him. Like,
shout out to Menace, man.
He's a ridiculous player. Like, the way how he was, it was so effortless. Like, he was just so sick of the game, and it was like, I want to be on his level. I was not like, I'll openly say it now. I'm older now, so and I'm not competitive, but I was trying to catch up to him. He was the better player, but I think when we came together on streams and we we're doing our death matches and that, and we were just trash talking each other, people ain't seen that because it's never been happened before. It's never been done where we're just openly trash talking each other, bro. Even if I'm about to lose my rank, I'm still just trying to give it my all.
Yeah,
and he would just effortlessly just be like, trash talking,
just kind of like bouncing off each other. Like
it was such like, I think out of all the rivalries I've had, like that one is by far like my most fun, like funnest one, because I really wanted to be better than him on tag 2, and he was just like, he was like, globally people knew who he was. He was just ridiculous. So I wish I had another person like him.
That's what you need. You need kind of someone to kind of bounce up. You need your like your Ken to your Ryu, as it were, kind of thing.
You know what I'm saying?
And I know, especially them times, because this one here is the following year versus fighting. He won and he came third that time. So it's like, I remember it's like you man are battling it out, man. Like so sometimes you just need that kind of drive, man. And it's just, I remember just good times back then, man. Good times.
Nah, trust me, man.
Yeah. So SSTV. So from what I remember, Street Stars TV. Tell us about that, man. Because obviously, as I mentioned at the start of the stream, 100K subscribers on YouTube, rap, all that good stuff. But
appreciate it.
A man has been doing content creation and doing stuff for quite a while now. So let the people know, like, about Street Stars TV and what that was about. And
definitely, we got to talk about 100K though, because
we got all night, man. Cool. We got all night. Shout out to Loaded Locks. We got all night, man.
All right, cool. So Street Stars TV was, so if people know about like, music channels and stuff, obviously there's like Link Up TV now, there's GRM Daily and stuff like that. People go for those channels to watch music videos. Obviously there was like SPTV as well. SPTV, Jamal Edwards, obviously,
RIP.
He RIP as well. Like, he was a friend and stuff like that tonight. So it meant a lot seeing what he was doing, because I wanted to do something in music. Like, I always felt like, not like a rapper or nothing like that, but I was just always like, I always like cameras. I was like, what am I gonna do? One day when I was just working in home base, I'm just serving plants and all of these things. Plants are just going by. I'm in the cashier, just sitting there, just I'm just thinking, bro, I need to find something to do, man. This is, my brain is, like when you look at it, time is not going down. You're just waiting for the clock to, like, bro. That's how that job was. Clock watching. So I'm just there, like, thinking, all right, cool. I need to get a camera or something. I want to film musicians. And at this point, it was like MySpace that people were using. There weren't, and just MySpace. There weren't no like Twitter, Instagram. None of that stuff, bro. Even YouTube wasn't even really a big thing.
Yeah, it wasn't really a thing like that back then, from what I remember. Not.
Do you get what I'm saying? So, man got the camera now. And then, so I got my first paycheck, and I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna buy a camera. I bought everything, and I was broke again. I was like, cool. I just want everything bought, cool. And then, like, bro, I ended up just quitting, bro. I was like, all right, yeah, cool. I quit. Boom. Then I'm just hitting up bare musicians.
Yeah.
And like, I remember, like, I just went filming a couple musicians and stuff like that. And I was gonna make it into a DVD. Like,
okay,
bro, I spoke about DVDs in so long, bro. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Easy though.
That's what I'm saying. So we was gonna make it into an actual DVD, innit?
Yeah.
But what happened was, is that I was like, oh yeah, like to create DVDs, get the print, get the case and all that stuff, get the covers and stuff.
Yeah, all that
We're
is
looking
long,
at
that's long.
yeah, and the prices that you'd think they are now, it's nothing to compare to what they were back in there, because DVDs were hot in demand. They were like the Blu-ray when it first came out.
Yeah, because that's what it was. The DVDs were the next step up from VHS, so it was the premium thing at the time. So
it was just mad money. So I was like, so I've looked at this YouTube stuff, and I'm like, oh yeah, you know what? Let me make a YouTube and put like each freestyle up on them. And like, I remember like some of them were just doing really well, and I was thinking, people like this stuff, yeah. Like these times, I didn't even know how to make a music video. I remember I was filming one of the big artists at the time, and that was the first time I'd done a music video, and it was kind of like, I think at the time it was Joe Black I was filming that film. Yeah. He's sick at like rapping. I was like, oh, how am I gonna do a music video? Man's just searching and all of this stuff. Like, how do I sync it up? And bro, I didn't know any of that stuff, bro. I was trying to like just see how I can do it as I get along in it. And then yeah, bro, like I'd say a couple years on, I had like Jay Haas, Santan Dave, Krypton Conan, had some people from Britain's Got Talent, had some people from BBC The Voice. I'm getting like all access areas to like events and stuff like that as well. It was a very good time. But then it was kind of like, for me, there was one time, and it's a very true story, you know, no fabrications. One time I went to go and film an artist, and something unfortunate happened where I'm on my phone in someone else's car, and the gun gets put to my face. Okay. For armed basically it was police. Yeah. It was a police car, but they've blocked off all the entrances to it was at the gas station or petrol station, whatever you want to call it. They've told me to step out of the car. They're saying I fit the description. I said, what is the description? They said, 5'10". Bro, these times I'm 5'7". I said, I'm 5'7". Yeah. Like, they're like, oh yeah, we can't take no chances. Yeah. Long story cut short, they're asking me for all of my stuff there, like my name, where I'm from, yada yada yada. Yeah. And they put me into the van, and then I was in a like, it's not even a cell. What do you call it when you're just over thing like for like 24 hours or whatever? I don't even know what you call that place. It's like a civilian. I
don't know still, you know. I'm a civilian.
Sorry, bro.
I never experienced them things, so I don't know, man.
I can't swear, can I?
Nah, carry on, bro.
Yeah, this is real life shit, bro.
So, bro, it's like, what time is it? It's 10:30 now. Like, I swear, man, do you think, man? It's all good.
Yeah, so I didn't do anything, by the way. Like, I had nothing to do with it, but that car was flagged up for it. And the person that I was filming, like, the manager's car, like, they've obviously done something dodgy. It's come up with the police. So, yeah, like, and I ended up leaving. I don't even know what it is. I don't know. You can't call it a cell. Can you call it a cell? Like, I was by myself. Yeah. But let's call it a cell.
Yeah, we just call it a cell, man.
Call it a cell. So I'm in there now for 24 hours now. Like, I get one call. I spoke to my dad, and I was like, yo, look, this is what's going on. And I was like, oh yeah, like, they're not letting me go. They kept me for another 24 hours. So it was 48 hours now. And they gave me the most deadest food. I remember, I'm a food man. I remember how dead that chicken curry, whatever they had with rice was. It was so not consumable. Yeah. I was like, bro, allow it. Anyways, now moving on swiftly. They've then said, all right, cool. I was basically I was on bail for a year and a half. Yeah, so I was on bail for a year and a half. And they took all my camera equipment, everything. My tripod, my camera, memory cards, everything. Even my Oyster. I wasn't driving at the time. Yeah. Took my Oyster. I said, how am I going to get back home? They said, you can call your dad from here. Yeah. I said, what? Wow. I said, all right, cool. So then that happened. So for a year and a half, what happened is that every month or so, they would say, yeah, you have to come to the station for hair. So that's how the bail works. Is you go there. So I'm going there now. They're like, oh yeah, we don't need anything. Just come on this date. So they kept on just mucking me around for a year and a half. I was getting so frustrated. I was like, look, you can't keep doing this. Like, what's going on? Like, you clearly can tell that I haven't done anything. Like, I just want my stuff back. These times, when I was doing the whole street style stuff, like, I was borrowing cameras from people that I knew. Or I was like, District G Joe at the time, he gave me his camera. and I was doing filming, but it just didn't feel good. So I was losing motivation the whole time. I'm just like, bro. And these times I don't have money like that. Do you know what I mean? I was literally paycheck to paycheck.
Different times, like,
you know what I'm trying to say. So yeah, by the time I got my camera stuff back, I was filming, but by that time the drive and motivation, I'm looking at, like, you know, SBTV, you know, Jamal's got his team, GRM's got their team,
so
Link Up's got their
like,
team.
in the space that you've gone, these other kind of entities have popped
They're
up now.
gone.
It's like they're gone clear, and it's like, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Obviously, there was UK Overstood at the time. Shout out to them as well. But obviously, they didn't have a team. It was like, I think it was 2 cameramen at the time. So it's kind of like, when you see someone that's got an actual team, like you're talking about someone that does the emails, someone that does the filming, someone that's the head guy of it, that's making sure everything's working. Well, how am I meant to compete with that, bro?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
I guess
and
actually you're going to lose motivation at that point, because it's like, these men are doing this, and obviously you're not watching them on that kind of level, but at the same time, you've got to be real. Like, I'm one man. So it's like,
you get what I'm saying? I look up to them. Like, I looked up to SBTV. I look up to GRM and that. Like, and I actually not that. If I was to go to the, like, you know, stuff, I would speak to them. Yeah. But it was kind of like, damn, bro. Like, everything that everyone's got their teams. I'm by myself. By the time I was trying to, like, you know, network and get people, they're asking for a certain money, but I've just got my camera back.
You're still one man trying to do the thing.
You know what I'm saying? So how am I gonna give you money if I ain't even got the money right now? So it was just, it wasn't making sense. So I was just like,
game kind of changed in the period of time. Like,
it shifted so much and it was so quick. So I literally was just like, bro, you know what? I filmed the last thing I filmed was like Stormzy, when he performed in a park and everyone just turned up and he was just performed there. And after that, bro, I literally was like, bro, I literally, you know, there was so many days I just wanted to cry, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, because I was just like, bro, do you know how much man that I knew in the hood? That man were like, yo, bro, like, your thing's gonna be big, like, and this is real facts. Like, I got some, like, friends that would say, like, bro, your thing's gonna do good. And bro, I was making that I was just hearing their voices in my head.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, bro, I can't quit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, but you have to.
Yeah.
You ain't got no choice. You're not gonna be able to compete.
It's not making sense.
It's not making sense, bro. Every day, bro, it was just eating me up, bro. Eating me up. And I had to make that decision, bro. I just ended up, you know what I did? It's gonna sound so funny. So I went into my, you know, like when you're in YouTube, you got your password. I hit bare keys on the keyboard and said, yeah, that's my password. Never looked back in since. Yeah. Because I was always going to think about it, bro. I was always going to think about it. And I was always going to be like, oh, yeah, but I could have done this. I could have done that.
There was going to be like lingering back there. Like,
So I literally said, hit bare keys on the keyboard. Say, yep, that's my password. I don't know. So I'm never going to sign in again. And
so,
that was the end of it.
Just heading back to a question that Single just asked earlier on chat. Single, has anyone approached you for like archival footage, or do you have any kind of archival footage of like the street style stuff?
Oh yeah, it's up on. So the YouTube is still there. So when I left
still up on YouTube.
Yeah, so when I left the YouTube was on 6,000 subscribers. It's now on 18,000. I don't push it. I don't do anything to it. Like there's nothing there for me to like be. The only thing that people do, I've realized, is that when I look on TikTok and stuff, and you know, what's up? I wouldn't say IG. I'd say TikTok. A lot of people are clipping the day freestyle. So the day freestyle, they'll clip it. They'll do the captions and act like it's theirs. And I haven't really gone to get them because I don't care enough.
Yeah, because you don't need to, because you got 100K subscribers on YouTube. That's why.
Oh man, no, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Anyway, nice segue, nice. You know what? I'm sick of this thing. You know, I'm sick of this.
Anyway,
I'm rapping. That's obviously with like that. You know, YouTube 100K subscribers. Sick.
Yeah.
So I guess like when obviously Street Stars TV. Then when did you kind of start your official KingJae YouTube channel? Then so like how long have you had that channel then really?
So I've had multiples of KingJae channels. So there was a KingJae channel before. Like the very, very first time where I was interviewing players from SVB at 2009.
Yeah.
That one's on like 40 subscribers. Do you get what I'm saying? And then I had another one that I made where I wanted it to be just a lot more of the Tekken Tag 2 stuff.
Yeah.
I seen some of them stuff recently, and they tried to hide the logo. Yeah. They've been trying to hide the logo. It's okay. I don't care enough to just let them have their fun, man. You know, the real people know where it came from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but that freestyle was like on 4-something million views.
Mad.
Yeah, I tell you, I kid you not, bro.
Yeah.
I do not promote street stars. And even when I'm around certain man outside of this gaming space, and they'll be with someone else, they'll be like, bro, you know, that's my man from that's street stars. He's like,
yeah.
He does street stars. Yeah. And I'm like, bro, why are you mentioning that, bro? Like, it makes me feel a bit like, bro, I don't want people knowing it's kind of done now, isn't it?
It's that kind of bit of like your life that is kind of behind you now.
I don't want to like, bro. People always like, yo, like, and it's like, I'll be like, bro, so what? You done the J Hus thing? I'm like, yeah. And then it's like, it's mad, bro. It's mad, but it is what it is, man. It's a part of my life that I really enjoyed. I would say I wouldn't do now because I have a daughter, but like, bro, like going on certain estates where there's just 50 man and there's one of me, I couldn't even tell you what type of nonsense I was on, bro. I just didn't care at the time. I was so hungry, reckless, whatever. But it's stuff that man's done and it's in the past now. But now that I have a child and that's someone that depends on me, I wouldn't even think of doing something so stupid. I think it's so silly.
Shout out to the little one as well, man. For real.
Nah, trust me. Love him, bro.
Yeah, so like I'd say like with your main YouTube channel now, like obviously at the time when you've started your official channel, like
bro, you know, forgot to say, but we was talking about the channel before, sorry. So that wasn't even the main channel. I was talking about the second one that I made. Bro, I lost £2,000 on that channel.
Really?
Yeah. So I had to make a new channel. So basically on Google AdSense, you have to kind of register up and do everything that you do. And you can see what money you have. And my money was accumulating. And I was thinking, how do I get this out? Like I'm seeing like, you know, certain different types of money. And then I saw 2,000. I was like, whoo, 2,000 at that time is a lot of money.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, how do I get this out? So I'm trying to get it out now. And I had a bank card at the time. I'm trying to get it out into the bank card and bro, it wasn't coming out. And then obviously you have the feedback section. And the feedback section, I'm trying to message like, yo, I'm trying to get this money out. And bro, I wasn't getting no response, bro. And obviously, I never had no connect in there now. Like, obviously, now I have a SPM, which is for people that don't know, I have a strategic partner manager. So they are in YouTube. They work in YouTube and they're high up. So they manage me and say, oh, okay, this is what you can do on your channel, this and other. So yeah, and just to segue a little bit away, when people are saying certain things that, oh, I'm botting or doing this stuff, it's like, bro, I have someone in YouTube. So that's, if you think any of those things, if I was to do those things, they would be on to me about it and I wouldn't have a SPM. So yeah. I just wanted to make that super clear.
Okay, man.
For the haters,
as I said, man, the floor is your speaking wisdom, man.
No, because I'm just trying to make them understand how the game works. And obviously for people that don't understand, they're gonna think things like, oh right, how did that happen? Even like 100K.
Like for the haters out there, it's like, oh, man's just buying butts and all the rest of it. Like,
all of this madness is like the 100K. I'll tell you where it happened from. When I done the Fatal Fury campaign, and I got to play Fatal Fury in front of 67,000 people in Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Yeah, right. Then we was going to touch on that as well, but continue, man.
Oh yeah, sorry.
The mad thing is, I remembered it and then I forgot about it, but it's like, of course, I was gonna bring that up, like, but yeah, man, carry on, man. Like, obviously you did that.
So the actual video that I posted up didn't do so great on the channel, but there were certain things where I was seeing where certain things I was getting posted up in certain places, and I was like, oh, what the hell? And I'm seeing my channel just and I'm thinking, this ain't making sense because my actual video is not getting the views. The one that I did for the thing saying, all right, cool, I'm at the event.
Yeah. Because obviously it's Wembley Stadium, Eubank, Ben, big, massive thing, man.
Massive thing. But then there's people in different places of the world that are posting about that actual segment where me and Kiani were streaming the game. You know what I'm saying? I had to IRL stream it. She didn't really have to, but yeah, I had to IRL stream it. And that from that point on, so I wouldn't say the exact couple of days because I didn't really see anything. I was thinking there was a time when I was saying to my friend, I phoned my friend up and I was like, I thought this would have,
it would have been
pushed it a little bit.
Impact,
It never happened for the first week or so, but like, I'd say like it happened more in the May time. So I don't know like the full ins and outs of like where everything was being pushed. It kind of tells you there, boom, you'll get your subscribers, your views, and then on top of it, like I was doing a lot of shorts at the time. Shorts was really, really, really pushing my channel at that time. I don't know what was going on with shorts in May, but as you can see, if you look at my channel, a lot of my shorts were on like the 5 figures in terms of numbers and stuff like that. And I was like, oh damn. So I'm always playing trial and error. So if people are seeing like, you know, certain views are not great or whatever, it might be I've tried something here and I'm like, all right, cool, yeah, this didn't work. All right, with this video, I'm gonna try it. And obviously, this is what I do full time. So I'm not gonna just do the same thing over and over and over again. I'm always, like I might sometimes
up and like, okay, well that didn't work this time. Maybe I can try this, or
you know what I'm
say, like if it's your full-time thing and you're always gonna be trying to mix it up and do different things and stuff. So in terms of those shorts, was it mainly like Tekken content or just more general fighting game content that kind of boosted?
So I've always tried to worm in different stuff other than fighting games, but it's always sometimes it's very 50-50 and it's like, oh yeah, it can work or it can't work. So it was mainly the like Tekken stuff, but I tried to make it like between, see, I'm spitting some game to you lot. It's usually between 10 and 20 seconds and make it entertaining. Like that's it. A lot of the time now I've been doing like captions and stuff. So if it's like stuff I'm talking about, I'd add captions to it and stuff.
Yeah.
And that stuff seems to work. Yeah. But like, I would honestly say like, it was just stuff that I would clip like, all right, cool. So here's another thing I would do. So around that period, where I started seeing my channel really grow, I was like, all right, I'm going to clip, anytime I stream, I'm going to clip 4 videos or someone's going to clip 4 videos from my stream. Sometimes one time I say, oh, clip that, and someone will clip it, or I will clip it. Yeah, whatever. So I would then take it and I'll be like, all right, let me strip it down to, you know, strip off the fat, let me get to the meat. Right, that's my general analysis of it. It's like, oh yeah, you might have a 30-second video, but like maybe like 10 seconds of it is good.
Yeah, is the core
that 10 seconds.
Content, like
you get the core of it, the 10 seconds. Once you get the 10 seconds, you then just throw that up, and then like, you know, if you want to add captions to it, if I'm talking a bit, captions. But if you're in a hurry, just throw it up. Like that's what the short section is for, and that's what TikTok is for as well. You need to just boom, boom, boom.
One thing nowadays about like content, like I think short form content is the thing nowadays. Like
100%.
People's attention spans like
100%
aren't there to be like, I'm not gonna be watching even like a 2-minute, 3-minute, unless you're gonna sit down and you're prepared. Like generally, and a quick thing when you're looking on your phone, like I say, you think how popular TikTok is nowadays. It's just quick content. Captions are there, so you don't even have to have the sound. You can read what the people like. Short form content is king right now. Like so. You have to kind of lean into that. It's mad how it is, to be fair, but it's the way things are. Not the way that we consume content as people nowadays is so like instant gratification type thing, man. So
this is what I'm saying. And certain people have like certain times they upload things as well. Like that's another thing. So like certain times I've been trying to upload things, I've noticed my views have been terrible, and I'm like, oh, I can't upload at this time. Yeah. But then there's also when you go into your dashboard, it will tell you what your time is. But I've tried to go against the grain. Sometimes I try to upload stuff at 10 o'clock, at 10 p.m. Sometimes I try to upload stuff as soon as the tournament's done. So say, for example, CEO 2025 has just finished. I'll upload it straight away at like maybe like 4 a.m. And because of the time and how quick it is and everyone else is uploading their stuff, I then catch the algorithm.
Yeah,
because everyone else is uploading CEO 2025.
That's you hit it at the right time. Whereas if you'd have gone to sleep and woke up at 9, 10 o'clock, the buzz and everything is gone already. It's already gone.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like I'm always playing trial and error with this stuff, like always. And I don't care about whether like my main thing, what people need to understand with like this whole situation with this whole content creation grind is, I don't care to fail at certain situations. So if I feel like I put out something, or if I stream and I don't get a certain amount of numbers, or if I do this and I don't get a certain amount of views, I don't really care about that stuff. What I care about is trying to understand how certain things work. I don't want to just be like uploading stuff and like, oh yeah, around 4 o'clock, this worked at this time, but okay, I'll upload it at 7. And I don't understand. I want to be able to understand that. Oh, if I upload stuff,
why you're doing certain things and why the process is how it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like I find those things so fascinating, like just the algorithm and this and other. Some people say the algorithm works, some people say there's no algorithm. All of these things, like it's so entertaining to kind of understand. But the one that I've clocked and I understand what works is tournaments and events. The moment an event is finished and you've watched it, upload it straight away. The moment you react to a video, upload it straight away. I have 1 gig internet. So as soon as I've reacted to something live, like a Fakaram trailer, or if there's another trailer for a character, if I do that and I upload it straight, I'm like, it's gonna hit at least 7K upwards. I know this without fail. Like I've clocked that. I know that this is the
because at that time the tournament's done, everyone's searching, fuck around, and then it's like then they're like, this one's coming.
It's not even that. It's not even video. So you know what? It's not even that. I'm gonna explain to you. So what it is.
Okay, drop the gems, man. Drop the gems, man.
So what it is these Japanese game developers, they have the video on private. So what happens is they show it on stream, and sometimes they take long to unprivate it. So what happens? Yeah. So like for example, Fakaram one took like, I don't know, 30 minutes after the trailer was shown.
Yeah.
So my video was already out. Like, bro, I have it recorded. Mad. As soon as it's gone back to Harad and he's talking, bro, cut,
the video
upload, done.
Mad.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And my tags and everything is already ready. I just need to just have a thumbnail. But more time I've done.
Like, was prepared.
Yeah. So I had everything ready. So that is for those things, like obviously there's gonna be like character reveals that are gonna be a bit like they're not gonna announce it, but we knew they announced that and said Fakaram was gonna be a combo break.
Yeah.
So I had thumbnail ready, I had everything ready.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
That's big. That's big still.
So it's just those things that you need to kind of like look out for. And if there's a grand finals for Tekken, like my channel's known for Tekken. If there's a grand finals, Atif but one, like I throw that up straight away. You can't go wrong with that. You throw it up straight away.
Yeah.
People are going to watch for the grand finals, and that's evergreen content because people go back and look for who was in CEO 2025 grand finals for Tekken. So that's always going to get views. So that type of content is what
it's like recurrent content, because as you say, like people are going to go back to watch like who won this or who won that and go back. Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Dropping science right now. I'm not even gonna lie. Well, damn, no one can listen to this or watch this and say, "Man, don't know what he's talking about" when it comes to YouTube. And it's valid shit, man. It's valid shit, man. That's
right. I just have to let people know, bro. I fail up until this day, bro. There's certain things, certain titles, certain things that I do that sometimes just don't work, bro. The video won't bang, and it's like because I've done certain stuff that is not being liked by that system. That's what it's all that's what all of this stuff is. Whereas TikTok, I can put 5 words together, 4 hashtags. Okay, it's gonna do good. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I'm trying to understand everything.
Working out how what's best for you essentially. That's good, man. And obviously you've done that to a point where you've got it. So I guess in terms of obviously your content, like I know you mainly known for like Tekken, but I know you've done like travel blogs and stuff as well, and you've gone out to like Thailand and the Philippines and that. Like how is that kind of stuff been? Because I think I saw one and I was like, man's out there in Thailand doing this thing, and I was like, fair enough, fair play, man. But how was it kind of, because obviously that is completely different content to say, okay, I'm watching a tournament or I'm reacting to a trailer. How is the process going in creating those kind of videos and things like that? How do you find like the differences between the two?
Trial and error, man. I'll be honest. I've always been a person that likes understanding different cultures, different, like how do people live and stuff like that. So when I've gone to I think my first place where I took a flight was France. And even then I'm like, bro, how am I going to get to this venue? This was very, very early stages. This was tag 2. Again, it's not as accessible as everyone has it nowadays, where they got Twitter, DMs and all of this stuff. Like it's not accessible as that. This was Facebook. Right. And there was one guy that was saying, yeah, I can stay over at his place. And obviously, like I said, I was broke. I'm happy to own that. I was broke. So he was saying I had a blow up bed or something like that, bro. I was like, yo, cool, whatever. But to get to his place was difficult because I didn't know like certain things. Like he was saying certain things, but he's speaking in French. And like then he's trying to translate it. The translation wasn't really working out. It was just a bit like, you get what I'm trying to say? So it was just very, very difficult at the time. So for me, like going into like just flying for the first time and trying to navigate, it was scary, but it was exciting as well. Like I said, like I wanted to see the rest of the world and understand it. And I think Tekken 7, for me, I was half and half. I was half content creator. I was half play.
Yeah, you were still generally.
Do you want to know? Do you want to know something here? There was opportunities for me to be sponsored as a player, but I just didn't choose that because I'm aligned with certain brands.
Yeah.
So, like for example, with monitors, I'm aligned with AOC, for example, and like if I go with someone else, I will be a part of that. Like one thing I don't like about being a sponsored player is the brand, whoever you're being sponsored by, they will have access to certain things, right? And like, it might be a monitor sponsor, this sponsor, that sponsor. But if I become a sponsored player, you're not going to give me access to getting a free monitor, getting a free this, getting a free that. Do you get what I'm saying? It's kind of like I'm just a walking sign with boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
But I'm not reaping the benefits. What am I getting? You're going to give me a salary. But it's like, is your salary going to be more than what I earn anyways? And obviously, I'm not going to talk about what
you don't need to get into all the nitty-gritty and stuff, but
so it's like I just don't want to have and I'm walking on, they're seeing this. Bro, if say for example it had BMW on my thing, bro, I want you to give me a car, bro.
Because that's what you're expecting. I'm promoting this thing, like, where's the give and take?
Unless I bought the brand, like say for example, if I buy a brand or whatever, and it's like, all right, cool, I've got that one. I paid for that, so I can do what I want. But you are employing me essentially as a player, and you're putting logos all over my t-shirt. You got to run me something. I'm big because the man that's outside in London with a sign saying McDonald's is this way is getting paid. So if he's getting paid,
I've got to get a little something. I've
got to get a little bit.
We got to bring me a little something.
I've got to get something. You know what I mean? Not doing it for free just for that. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of it, the cheek of it is they want to put their sponsor before every match that you have. In your name. What? Nah. So I've always felt differently towards being a sponsored player. So sometimes when I've had negotiations and stuff, there was one time I was meant to be a sponsored player and then it fell through. But that was going to be a salary. And I reckon the salary only was coming from me being a content creator because at the time they could see who I'm working with. And I feel like the FGC don't really understand the whole reviewing side of things. So like when I'm working with like AOC reviewing monitors or reviewing the arcade sticks and if I'm working with Corey and like they don't really get it. So they kind of just think, he's probably lying. It's like, bro, hold on 1 second. No, I didn't even know I was gonna do this, but this I'm a random guy, bro. This is a leverless Hori stick. So people don't even know that this is even a thing, but this is what their latest product, and it's like all of these things that I do my thing in it, but I just don't talk about it loud every single time on Twitter. I just know how to be smart about things. You know what I'm saying? That's fair. It's just man.
Just going to touch back on a question that Single asked again in regards to the tournament reactions and stuff. Do you need to get pre-approval for TOs for grand finals reactions?
You know what? That's a very good question. I've never had to do pre-approvals, so I've never really seen it as a thing. But if that was a thing and I think Street Fighter made it very clear about that stuff. But I get a bypass for in reasons. So.
That's how you got it.
Tekken, I don't feel like you need. I feel everyone does it, and everyone just uploads and stuff. They don't.
Because I think like the one thing about like obviously the content creation and stuff like I guess I'm gonna ask you this as well. Like obviously so many people will upload similar things. Like everyone will upload a reaction video. Everyone will do certain things. There's certain things that people do, especially I guess within the FTC. That will be like very similar content. So if one man's
let's be honest. The reaction videos, no one was doing reaction videos for Tekken before, man. I'm gonna claim this. I'm openly claiming this. But bro, I was doing this on King of Fighters 14. Tekken 7. Like before that 2025 Tekken 7. Do you get what I'm saying? Reaction videos. And then obviously Tekken 8, everyone's got a YouTube. Everyone does reactions. So now it's like I'm trying to. That's why I'm playing like what type of content can man do
Yeah.
now that's a
Yeah,
bit
because
different?
that's what I was gonna say. Like, how do you kind of?
Bro, I don't know anymore, bro. Everyone's
Yeah.
a content creator now, bro. I'm
Yeah.
struggling myself, bro. I'm like,
Because I'm
yo,
gonna say,
okay.
how do you even stand that? And I feel like it, because it's, again, obviously probably when you were starting it was slightly different, but because it's so it feels like it's a saturated thing now.
Yeah.
How do you kind of, again, you don't have to give away everything, all the tips and that you've given up.
Come on, you're my bro, man. Come on, man. I'll just give it out. It's not even like I'm not a gatekeeper. Do you know what I mean?
I respect that.
I'm at the number that I've always tried to do for over a decade.
Yeah.
So I don't need to gatekeep anything. So whatever you want to ask me, you just ask
the
me,
work speaks for itself, and like just even listen to these from the street side. Or like you've been putting in work, man. It's not like a thing where a man's just dropped on and it's just popped out of nothing. Like you've legitimately been putting in work for years, man, and you know it's paying off and that, man. So
trust
again,
me,
respect
bro.
to that, man. That's been 100K, you know. And see, and that's the thing is, man, 'cause I have a YouTube channel, but it's like for my books and stuff. But it's I like, because I do so much other stuff, it's very hard to commit to like creating content. But I appreciate stuff that you've shared in that, man. And I feel like at some point I'm gonna have to hit you up still, because I might need a piece of them subscribers still. little MiloBooks.com, man. LittleMiloBooks.com. Get your coloring books for your kids and all that, man.
And my daughter still loves the one that I bought from you, though.
Oh no, I appreciate.
Get me? She still loves that one.
I
So
appreciate that, man.
Get me?
For real, but you know, I'm gonna get to my plugs on that a bit later, anyway, man. Nah, man. So yeah, man. I guess just going back. You know what? It's funny because I found something like I was thinking obviously before we got on, and obviously there was let me just show you. There's a tournament that was I don't even know if you want to get into this too tough. There's a little controversy at the time of the tournament. The Tekken UK Championships. I don't know. Do you remember this time? Young KingJae.
That face looks a bit chubby there. Oh man.
No, we don't even need to get into it. But obviously, as I said, you know, you was repping like Street Side TV at the time, and then clearly here you've got like District G. So for those that don't know, like what, I think you've touched on it a little bit already, but in terms of District G, what was District G? How did that come about? Like,
yeah, no, I could definitely talk on that. So that tournament wasn't even versus fighting, was it?
Nah, it was UK some Tekken Championships though. Is
okay? So that was that was the pre Tekken event. Tekken 7. Okay. So I guess we could talk about it. So at that tournament, at the very start of it, I think I had to play. Who did I have to play again? Sherdle.
Yeah.
And what happened is he ended up winning, but at the start of it, didn't know how to act. Didn't know how to act.
What was this? 2017, man. That's what I'm saying. Man's been in the thing for how. Like, you can't say a man ain't been in the scene, man. Like, continue though.
No.
This is your story, bro. Nah, as I said, we don't even need to get on that, man. It's just more about
It's different. It's different than what they know in it. So it's
all right. You know what? The floor is yours. The floor is yours.
It's different than what they know. No, so I played Sherdle, and then like I think it was the first round. I did say the monitor was like I was trying to stop it, but the judge at the time didn't stop it, but we still played. He ended up winning. Obviously at the time, but I'll be honest, at the time I was doing my thing in it, like in terms of content creation, I was doing my thing. And there wasn't many content creators. So obviously for man to beat me, he then went on Twitter and he posted up like he slayed the king or something like that. Obviously,
okay.
Respected it, like, bro, looking back at it, like if I did get mad, I don't think I even got mad about it. All I did is I had to play through like a lot of players, because obviously when you lose at the start of a tournament, many players.
Yeah, it's long when you go into losers early, like
You know what I'm saying? I had to beat I think the most notable player.
I don't even know I don't know. I can't even remember taking this photo, to be fair. My bad.
It is so cheeky, bro. Oh my! I think back then I was a lot more cheeky than now.
Oh, okay, that's enough down memory lane.
No, it's cool. Nah, that is funny. Nah, so
Nah, there's
yeah,
pure photos, man. There's pure photos still. But I remember it's a good event still, man. I remember it's a good event.
nah,
still.
defo. So like, I had to play through a lot of players. I think the most notable player or the strongest player that I beat in that run was a player from Birmingham called Arcane. I don't know if he's around now. Or he changed his name to Arcane. I can't remember.
Okay.
Arcane. I can't remember. Him and Brukang
Yeah.
were the players that I was like, raw, yeah, like this is gonna give me problems. And I ended up beating them, and then got to see Crizzle. Obviously, see Crizzle, like that match between me and him, people thought that he threw the match because he was through in. So it's like so I'm fast forwarding too much.
Yeah, no, I can't remember.
There was 5 qualifying spaces, and the first 2 tournaments I came top 8 in. Bearing in mind, this is Tekken 7 before it came out, so there's a lot of people there. So I just want to highlight this. It wasn't just a bedroom tournament where there was like 7 players. There was like 100 plus for each tournament. Came top 8 in both of them, and then Birmingham was the next stop. I think Manchester came top 8. I can't remember what the other one was before that. Scotland, Manchester. Possibly. Yes, that's it. Manchester, Scotland, because it was hype spotting.
Yeah.
Manchester.
Yeah.
And then Birmingham.
Yeah,
yes, I remember. And basically, yeah, so I got to see Crizzle. See Crizzle didn't press any buttons around the part where we both had low health. I've done a move. Obviously, people have said that it's collusion at the time. Imagine at this time, I didn't even understand what the collusion is.
Yeah, we remember that you didn't understand stuff. We remember
understand what that word meant. I said, what the fuck? Collision? We didn't do collision. And I'm thinking, bro, like everyone's just laughing. Saying, why are you saying collision, bro? It's collusion. I said, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, we'll move on to that. Anyways, but like,
yeah.
Fast forward on, I had to fight Needs More Coffee and I had to fight Spaghetti Rip. And obviously, those were the 2 people that were like talking about me doing collusion. Obviously, I ended up winning. Those were the matches. So if Needs More Coffee won, I wouldn't have qualified. So it wasn't C Crizzle. That's something I want to make very, very clear. C Crizzle wasn't where that happened. And, I got the qualifying spot. Needs More Coffee had to defeat me and I wouldn't have been. It was like top 5 get through or some madness. But then I ended up beating Spaghetti Rip. It was like doing taunts. I was doing taunts, whatever.
Yeah.
Then I had to fight the Phantom. And then I lost to the Phantom. But I don't know, I played King. I don't know why the hell I played King in that tournament. But I just ended up playing King. And then, it was what it was. I lost and I came third in it. And then, obviously, I got a call from, Bandai. They're saying, oh, yeah, from the footage, it looks like, there's a bit of collusion going on. So they revoked my spot. I said, okay. But they gave me the medal. I said to them, so do I give you the medal back then? He's like, oh, no, you can keep the medal. I was like, but that's stained. Yeah. Or I've got a medal, but then you've taken my spot.
Yeah.
For getting, and it was and the reason why I felt so upset about it is because 2 things kind of came from it. So the first thing is when I've spoke to District G about like obviously doing this whole coach thing and bringing players on board and the coach, like this is stuff from our own money. This is stuff we haven't disclosed to like the world. It's just a lot of stuff that I do. I don't need to disclose to the world, but this is stuff that we've done. So imagine I've done all of that, gone there. This has happened.
Yeah.
And then the community are now thinking that I'm some type of cheater. So what the fuck's getting on, bro? This is weird. Like, what? So anyways now, and obviously remember, I'm not cool with the Americans at this point. Yeah. But this is a tweet that's happened. And even the Americans now are just thinking, this guy's some cheater.
Yeah, like
then there's like
jumped on it now, like.
Bro, it just went mad, bro. And then there was like some public, statement that Bandai put. And then they said, I'm banned from all the rest of the tournament. And I was just like, oh, you can't be for real. Then I'm seeing it on Kotaku, GameSpot, this. Yeah. I'm having friends that are not even involved in gaming message me like, bro, is this you? You cheated. Get on my phone. Imagine I'm seeing up my phone. So I have to like explain to my friends what's going on.
Well, go on and that like.
Bro, it was a bad time. And then obviously when I'm uploading videos, I'm getting mad amount of dislikes from random people that probably just found my channel. But obviously my channel's growing at this point. So it's bad publicity, and it's publicity I didn't even want, to be honest. Yeah. But my channel's growing. But they're just hating on and 2, I've released a statement explaining what was going on.
Yeah.
So then even the statement worked kind of, but it was just like so then I've traveled. The first time I traveled was to Evo.
Yeah.
I was like, these Americans are chatting shit. So I wasn't even thinking about the UK or Europe anymore. I didn't care what they were saying. I was just like, okay, you don't think I cheated? Bearing in mind, I've just told you my whole history of what I did to get to where I'm getting to, and like, you know, learn as a player. These are like a bunch of new online players that have got together. They don't like me as a person because, you know, I do trash talk. I am very opinionated, and this is just how I am. I've never changed across the board. So they're not going to like that. And I have a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? And that's never going to change. So anyways, now I've gone to America now. Pork Chop is the first person that I money match.
Yeah.
And he's got all of these people around him,
all the
and
boys
everyone
and
in
that.
America.
Yeah.
But he loses to me. So I'm there doing like money matches, playing against certain people, first to fives, going like, bro, and people are losing. So it's like they're now thinking, right, he couldn't. What's the point of him cheating? If you know what I'm saying? And then man plays good. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, what's going on there? And that's how the friendship started to form over in America. But I knew I had to do that.
Yeah, you had to go over there and kind of like prove yourself in a sense, like.
But people didn't know that. That's the reason why I went over there, that I had to prove my point that they're chatting shit. Yeah, this is what's going on. Plainly, like I'm not like what they're saying. Like man has gone to sessions, tournaments, this, that, and the other. Like if I lose, I take it on the chin. Like that's just it. Like so, yeah, that whole cheating stuff, like it kind of just got dust under the mat, and then several, like you know, a few times throughout, you know, the lifespan of, you know, the Tekkens, you know, those people that said I cheated was cool, then became uncool, then cool, then became uncool recently. It is what it is. But yeah, that time there, I still came versus fighting, and I still, you know, was doing my thing in Tekken 7.
No, facts.
So whatever anyone's got to say, as a content creator, apparently I'm a content creator. I can still come off and I can still throw hands.
Yeah, no, for real.
The results don't lie. You know what I'm saying? The last Evo, where was that? 33rd out of 4,000 people. There's an American coming over, punching up everyone. KingJae Jr. punching up everyone. You know what I'm saying? Where did he come in versus fighting, bro? Second.
Yeah, it was second. Yeah, second last year.
I'm waiting for another UK guy to let him know what's going on. I'm the only one that's beating him from what I can tell. Unless there's someone else. If there's someone else, tell me. But,
okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? That the start GG doesn't lie, boy.
Yeah, KingJae.
Start a tournament called Collusion. I might have to. We might have to. That might be a serious, because it's something funny to laugh about, because
like you can look back on it now, like
like I don't think it's like now I just don't, I can't, like I laugh at
that much energy, like
because I'm just like the OGs, like the people that I used to go, you know, the ranking battles or the tournaments and stuff. They know that man wants to be as good as them. They know I'm not going to resort to that level. It's just mainly like the players that are coming involved that are either, you know, new and they're from the online era, or the newer players that are probably coming into Tekken 8 that probably just, they're not going to gravitate towards me because I trash talk and I'm confident. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to like that type of energy. They like the GGs. That's it. That's all they like.
Where I think obviously in the time where we came up in the scene and that man's were talking trash, and that's how it is.
100%.
And like, you know, you don't take it too far, but you talk your trash and you talk your shit in it. Like, okay, you got body, blah, 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 whatever. And like, I guess speaking of that, like I saw one of the videos that you dropped today is about like the toxicity in the scene and stuff, like, and how kind of obviously there's a few big things that happen at CEO. Before we kind of touch on like, you know, Tekken in general and kind of things like that, I guess, how do you feel about like the scene now in regards to how it was coming up and how it is now, to like, just in terms of anything really?
Truthfully,
to, like, yeah.
You want the truth,
bro? We're way past watershed. It's your time, man.
I don't like the scene now. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay. I don't like the scene now. I think the scene is very backstabbing, very cliquey. No one is trying to level up the way how Pakistan and the Korean players are trying to level up. Everyone cares about their reputation. This is why I like people like Joe Budden, that's from the America. Like he's someone that just doesn't care about all of that stuff, and he's just he does funny things. It's like he's not harming anyone or hurting anyone. He's he's beating people at Tekken. He's doing funny stuff in front of the camera. it's entertainment. I've been falling asleep in some of these tournaments. Sometimes I don't even restream some of these tournaments because I'm bored of watching Tekken 8. But and this, like, you know, the leveling up process in the UK, bro, like I'm seeing, like, not in UK, just Europe in general, a lot of the players are where it's the gap between America, Pakistan, Korea is starting to go a bit wider now. It's starting to go a bit wider. And the reason that's being because of is because no one is trying to play together and learn. Like back in the day, before, like, you know, the Tekken 7 era, people going sessions. We're playing against each other. First to tens, first this. Oh, that move is minus what? Oh, okay. Oh, that move is the okay. So I'm not gonna get hit by that again. Nowadays, you got to find man in ranked and guess that's it. That's rubbish. You're
like
never
the
gonna
learning process is different because I guess obviously it's a good thing that, you know, the online on these games is really good and stuff, but it takes away the need to kind of. Whereas back in the day, to play a man, you've got to go to the yard, and it's like I gotta go to the let's session up and do whatever. But like that kind of element of the learning process, and I think it's missing. It's definitely missing. I think.
Bro, it's boring now, bro. Everything is watch them in tournament. Okay. Like, man, them don't do like first to tens, but do even anyone knows about first to 20s where you're actually grinding actual first to 20 and you're trying to figure out how to get around this setup or how to get around this move, bro. I had to play against Starscream. I lost 34, bro. That was a battering. People were laughing, this and the other. It was fine for me because I said, all right, cool. I understand how to, you know, fight against Harung a bit better or Jin a bit better.
Yeah, because you sat there and you're grinding.
I threw myself into the deep end. But that's how it is in, you know, like I said, Pakistan. They have a whole camp of players where they play and train. You know, same with if you go to Korea, you know, like obviously Nee and them lot, Nee's got the studio where they go and play. Like, you know, if players go overseas over there, they go to each studio. Do you get what I'm saying? I think they even have a DRX studio as well. I haven't even asked him, but yeah, like there's all of that stuff going on. But what do you have in the UK other than online and just bragging rights of, oh, I beat this person, I beat that person.
I'm this rank, I'm that,
Oh, I'm God of Destruction too. But then you go overseas to America and don't get top 8 or top 16. Like, what does that mean? Like, and that's not throwing shots. Like, this is just how it is. Now, that's talking to America as well. Like, there's loads of people. Oh, I got God of Destruction 2. I got God of Destruction 3. Okay, sick. You go overseas, you might lose. You might lose before you even get to top 8.
Yeah. But what do you think that is down to though? Do you think it's like a mentality thing? Do you think it's like obviously, you know, in terms of like venues and locations and stuff? Obviously, you can invite people around to your house and stuff, but you know, there's other things. You know, people have lives, partners, all the rest of it. Like, do you think it's like a combination of those things, or do you think it's like a specific thing why, say, like the Koreans and the Pakistanis, they can have like this is the location where we grind, whereas I feel like UK and Europe, it maybe seems it's a bit different.
They have a better mentality than us. That's it. They have a more tamed, a more controlled mentality, whereas us is kind of like, if we lose, there's always an excuse. They go and grind. That's just it. You know, back in the day, we had certain venues and stuff like that. But the problem with what we have over here, we get things. Remember, we've had like loads of things where we had the Heart of Gaming where people could go and play and this and the other. We had like, you know, loads of different sessions. People would have their house be a offline session. They don't do that no more. I've never, like, people would literally go to man's yard. Man are bringing monitor. Man are bringing this. Man are bringing that. No man's driving. They're carrying that stuff on the train. This is real life. If I'm lying, I'm flying.
No.
And them are doing that, bro. And then we're going to someone's house. We're plugging up the monitor, this and the other. We're finding something to put the monitor on.
Yeah.
Man are playing.
Man are just playing.
That's what it was back in the day. There was no YouTube.
It's like
there's no playing. My man's got X amount of Twitch followers, or my man's got X amount of that. Like, bro, we just playing the game and we're learning the game. Oh, how does man get around that? Oh, yeah, So when man does that trick, like, or does that plus on block move, oh, I know how to sidewalk this way now. Like, don't get hit by the next move. Like, there's all of that was going on. And man, I'm learning rapid. When I was playing against Real Menace and we're doing the death matches, and he's got countless amounts of like high ranked teams and stuff like that in Tag 2, Bro, I'm asking him, how do you get around this? How do you get around that? Bro, that's what's leveling me up. Not we're playing ranked and I don't know how to get around this. I don't know this. Bro, that's why more time I just get annoyed with the game. It's not even me trying to learn. Not even going in lab. I want to be able to talk to you. I am a sociable person. I want to be able to talk to you. How do you do this?
I feel that for real.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Probably that's one of the reasons why I don't really play too much anymore. Like I'm playing Fatal Fury right now, and I'm getting bullied online by certain. But it's sick. I really enjoy the game, and like it say that grinding aspect. Like now I'm at a point where literally I play like some of the dojo mans and whatever, and it's just first to tens, and like if I'm getting bullied, it's whatever. But I know what you're saying about like that kind of the session mentality. But whereas nowadays it's probably okay, I'm this rank, and there's an element of like gatekeeping. It feels like is what you're saying. Like, okay, I can't let this man reach this level or know about this because I'm winning right now, so I need to keep that over him. And it's like that just stunts everybody. That just stunts everybody. Just a quick. This is a quick side note. I noticed Ussi's in the chat. Shout outs to Ussi. Ussi, one of the OG, super OG dojo players right here. Second place, Tekken 6 Bloodline Rebellion. I just thought I'd just show that Ussi. Shout out.
Oh, was that a Zido?
Yeah, man. Yeah, Zido still.
Oh, yeah, I know about him. He's before my time. Yeah, shout out to him, man.
Yeah. He's one of the super OGs, man. He needs to come up here soon, man. I'm gonna get him because again. Yeah, he was in chat earlier. So yeah, man. So again, you're saying that you feel like it's like a mentality thing. Really, is the main thing that kind of.
Bro, it's whack. That's the best way to put it. I've tried, even with people like I don't want to get too much into it. With people that that I'm not cool with now, I try to squash it just to make the scene be more together.
Yeah,
and it's for stuff that if this was normal day-to-day real life stuff, I wouldn't even squash.
Yeah,
but I said, oh, you know what? I'm in a certain situation. I'm one of the pillars for the UK Tekken community, so I don't really want to be having problems with other people in the community.
Yeah.
But it gets to a stage where it's like, okay, a violation is a violation. You're taking a mick now. Like you're just like, I can't be cool with you. It's just not in my like. It's never. We're never gonna be cool.
You're being to kind of.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Slide basically.
Right, and that's where that's what's happened. It's obviously like with that whole studio stuff.
Yeah.
Too tough, man. Yeah. So. Yeah, man, it's just one of them ones. I would like for the scene to be more together. And even if we're not more together, because even like back in the day, like not everyone liked each other when they were getting sessions. Do you get what I'm saying? It was man are playing a certain set. Once the set's done, that set is open. Like you go to that set, boom, games, let's play. Once that set's done, rotation. Like so not everyone has to get on with each other, but it's just the whole where you're gonna do it now. London's way more expensive now. So there are some gaming venues, but are people going to pay? Are they going to pay a fee? Are you going to pay a membership to keep this running?
The convenience of online sick. I can just stay at home and just grind on ranked, which I think it defeats the point.
I do it too.
Yeah,
I do it too. Like I'm not going to sit here and I don't do it. That would be silly. Like I do it too. I sit in my yard and I play Tekken because I can gain ranks. I can gain. Obviously, if I'm streaming, people could then see. Then obviously, you can grow your socials more. Get clips and stuff like that. So it's way more beneficial, but it's not the way to grow. In my opinion, as a player,
like you can grow effectively as a scene. Because for me, from like outside looking in, everything just feels a bit isolated. Like, okay, this man will do this stream, he'll do this stream, he'll do that stream, and then it's like, okay, tournament time comes around and like, man, I talk, but it's like tournament time comes around. Do you feel like it's again because like there's a lack of I guess events as well? Like because obviously we have like there's versus fighting and but like in terms of regular events, regular weeklies, regular things like that, do you think stuff like that would help, or is it the same thing just like monetary wise and like okay, the convenience of me staying at home, I'll just stay at home instead? Because again, the mentality is different now, whereas the only way to play before was okay, I've got to go to this session or I've got to go to this house. But now it's just different. And do
you know what I think it is? I think if there could be a weekly, but I think the weekly would need to be funded some shape or form, because I'm seeing, so like we had ICFC before and everyone was entering that, loving it, seeing the clips. The production was amazing, but that runs money. That all costs money, bro. Like people don't realize that. They think the production and stuff like that's free, bro. That costs money, bro. Like, all of that stuff costs money.
Everything. Money thing, man.
Yeah, I'm saying judges have got to be there. Like, bro, they're not gonna just spend their whole evening for free, but it's just people don't understand what it takes. You know, they've got a Maturino to keep the cost going. But again, as players, we're not really. Well, I wouldn't even say we, because I understand the behind the scenes of what's going on. But a lot of the people, they don't understand that, bro. If you're not throwing in the money to help it push forward and stuff like that, brother, I can't stay up. Like even like Salty EU. Salty EU was another one that was really good in Tekken at the start of Tekken 7 era. But people are just, you know, sending money forward. But I don't even know if that still runs anymore. You know, these things, they require money. Like I was even saying I was gonna do like a weekly tournament, but when I really check the logistics, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna be losing out on a lot. And it's like a lot of time, a lot of effort. You know, that their appreciation value is low. You know, they then be entitled and expect you to keep running it. And this is how things shut down, like ICFC. And obviously, like I said, ICFC was a very, very amazing thing. Like I was seeing how you can win prizes for doing like throws or breaking the ground and stage. Like that was sick. But fortunately, these things need funding, and I think that's what's everything's online. Like someone can take this idea, by the way, because I'm not gonna do it because it's just I'm not draining myself for this. But if someone wants to run an online tournament, I think, and make it consistent, I think that's where things could kind of bring the community together. But right now, we've only got God of Destruction 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to achieve. I guess we're gonna play ranked, baby. That's what we're gonna do.
I guess we're gonna play ranked, man.
That's it, man.
No, man. It's a shame, because I say coming up like from obviously how long we've been in the scene and just seeing just the changes, it's just a bit mad, man. But yeah, like I think we're touched briefly on, obviously I think your thoughts on Tekken 8 are well documented right now. So we'll touch on it briefly. But I think I guess my question is for you, like in terms of what are you kind of hoping for like the future of the game, because I know there's been a lot of okay, man, it's not good, it's this season 2's of madness, etc. And like obviously my knowledge base is pretty small in terms of like, you know, the intricacies of the game, where I'm watching that tournaments and I'm like, I can see the game looks mad, but like from watching, and I think that's probably one of the things that obviously they you know, with their aggressiveness and all that, like, you know, they've done a lot of things that have changed, I guess, the core of how Tekken is. But I guess we don't really need to touch on your opinions, but it's more of what are you hoping that they can do with the game in the future to kind of, I guess, bring people around, or what needs to be done, or do you feel like this is the direction of the game and that's it now, pretty much?
I think Tekken 8 is a lost cause, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think for what I want, like, all right, I'll be completely honest, and I've never said this anywhere else but here. When I was actively trying to voice my opinions on Twitter, I was actively trying to say, look, this game is going in the wrong direction. We need to change the way how this game is going. So like a lot of stuff I'm sure it's saying and heat burst is too silly. Like all of these things, bro, is to prevent what we've got now. Do you know what I'm saying? It feels like we're in some anime arc where the main guy has said, yo, let's stop this. And we're just here now. The chaos is here. You know what I'm saying? We're just here. We got to deal with the chaos. So like, anyways, now, a lot of these problems with Tekken is there's a lot of very strong mids that are like plus heavy. Like, so like, I don't know, like people might not know frame there, but like a lot of the mids are like +5, +6 on block. So that means you can't really do anything. And then like the lows, if they get counter hit, then they're doing really good stuff. Like this is not really how Tekken used to be. Like it used to be if you did a low and it got blocked and that had really good like properties on counter hit or something, then you would be like launch punishable or something like that. But they're just making every character just do dumb stuff in this game. And yeah, they said they're gonna patch stuff and this, that, and other, but there's like characters like Lydia Sobieska running around, Claudio running around, like all of these characters just doing mad stuff. And I'm just sitting there and I'm just like, you lot spend your hard-earned cash and travel overseas for a game like this.
It does look a bit mad, like, because again, my limited knowledge, but like watching Anna over in CEO, like She looked a bit mad to me. Some of the stuff looked a bit mad. Even I can be looking like, wow, that's a bit okay. This combo's still going on, and then and it's still going on, and then it's still going. It's like okay,
Bro, Anna is a brat. I was looking at Anna and I said it. The video where I was like talking about her moveset, I said Anna looks like she's gonna be a problem. I didn't need to see Atif win CEO 2025 to tell me, or him just dominating everyone else.
yeah,
I could tell by the moveset. I said, hey, this character is gonna be a problem, you lot.
yeah.
I think moving forward with Tekken. So there's like, okay, so it's just frames. In my opinion, frames and tracking are the main issues with this game. A lot of frames are heavy. They need to tone down the frames of certain moves. A lot of tracking is a bit bogus. They need to sort that out. Not only that, their season passes are trash.
Oh, yeah, I can agree with that. That's wild. You can't. How can you re-release DLC as DLC? Like that's a bit wild.
You get what I'm saying? Like, bro,
it's a bit wild.
Like, and like, oh my god. All right, cool. The Pac-Man stage. What is going on, bro?
Yeah.
This is what we have to pay for.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, are they being for real? Like,
yeah. The DLC is actually mad. Like, I can't believe there's not been a bigger kind of like outcry about that, because how can you re-release DLC from Tekken 7 in Tekken 8 as DLC? What are you doing?
Brother.
How have you got away with that?
Brother, Anna was season 2 in Tekken 7. She's season 2 in Tekken 8. Armor King was season 2 in Tekken 7. He's season 2 in Tekken 8. Bakaram was season 3, but it doesn't matter. Like, Bakaram was still DLC.
Still DLC.
Like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
Like, we don't
Lydia
even
as well. Lydia as well.
Lydia, like, bro, how is Eddie DLC, bro? Like, bro. The main starting guy, is not starting in Tekken 8. Like, it's just not making any sense to me. But like I said, like, I just hope that they, in season 3, that they can release more characters, because I feel like 4 characters apart, it's kind of boring. Like, I'm kind of bored of seeing Anna now, and it's only because she's doing the same shit. She got a rocket launcher. Okay, what's he doing? Bakaram, same shit. He's gonna do full charge setups. You're gonna get bored of it by the next 2-3 weeks. Next character, we're gonna have to wait for Armor King. And then we got the new character. Yeah, cool. The new character is a bit of spice. It's like
because it's a new character. Like, you don't know where yet. But
that's what I'm saying. But that's what they should have done. Like, they should have done it season 1. Like, you want to keep the hype and keep the momentum. Brand new character as season 1. Like, we don't season 2. Like, there's a lot of OG players that I know that don't even play this game anymore, bro. They've said it's not for me. They've done what I should have done and said it's not for me. Because I'd still be playing like an addict.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? I'm like, oh yeah, I don't like the game. Why are you playing it?
Yeah, why are you playing? Like, yeah.
But it's only because I like Tekken.
Yes.
It doesn't matter about what was put on the label.
Yeah.
But I like Tekken.
It's Tekken, so
some of it is, but yeah, all this next stuff.
He's not all Tekken. It's not the Tekken we know. It's not, So I guess off, like, Tekken and that. And we briefly mentioned the Fatal Fury, and obviously he was at Wembley to play the thing. Like, are there any other? Obviously, are you playing that at the moment, or are you playing any other of the fighting games at the moment out there?
You know what's crazy is I want to get back to Fatal Fury, but I just it's been difficult to like sit and just play Fatal Fury, because Tekken it's still crazy, but it's not as bad as how season 2 was at like the very start. Like, you can play it, it's okay. And I'm a person that I like getting the high ranks. And it's like, it's almost silly for me to say I'm not going to play Tekken when I'm known for Tekken.
Yeah, exactly. Because I remember, as we said earlier, before we started the stream, the video was like, oh, I'm not traveling for this. I'm not going versus fighting this, that, and the third. Man's going to be there still. Stop it, man.
No, I'll be there for VSF, like 100%.
But not for Tekken.
I'll be there to chill and see the mandem and that. Like, I don't think I'll compete.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to hear if I compete bad and I place bad, everyone's gonna get on to me like, oh, look at him, Jay competed and he went bad. Like, bro, I want to be on full form. And be confident and compete. But I'll go there for vibes and just see what's going on. Do you know what I mean?
Of course.
But I do want to get round to playing Fatal Fury again. I think the problem with Fatal Fury for me is there's 4 to 5 characters that I think are just stupid.
Dominating, super dominating, super
Hotaru,
dominating.
Kain, Gato. We recently discovered Marco because Marco is crazy.
Goichi putting in work. And then
Character's
obviously,
dumb.
yeah.
There's one more character that I'm forgetting though.
Billy.
There we go. I don't know why I was forgetting about that.
Yeah.
But why? How come Billy? He has long cane, and he can drag you in.
Yeah.
You gotta guess.
Yeah. It's dumb stuff. Yeah,
Like,
I feel like the game is sick. Like I'm it's probably the first game that I've enjoyed in a long time out of like the modern fighting games and stuff. But I think from a kind of viewer perspective, it's a bit worrying right now. As you say, there's just 5 characters dominating.
Yeah,
Like,
and they haven't even toned it down. Like, bro, how comes them characters haven't been toned down?
I think
Man has a big shit. Man has a big dragonfly in my room. Oh no. But wait.
All right, deal with that, man.
Bro. Oh my lord. Nah, that thing was humongous, bro. Oh my lord.
Stop it. Nah, man, don't gas it, Alex, man. Vox ain't saying nothing, man. Vox ain't saying nothing. Stop it.
Nah, this thing needs to get out of my room, bro.
Oh.
Hold on. Sorry, this ain't a part of the thing, but sorry, my bad. I have to get this out.
No, I do you too, man.
No, where is it now? Nah, I don't like these daddy long legs, you know. Oh yeah, I got it. 1 second.
I wish I had like some ad break music or something.
I'm therefore closing my door, man. Oh my lord.
Oh, this is funny. This is hilarious, man. Yeah, KingJae's off to kill some dragonflies.
I can't even see it. But I can't see it still. But you know what it is? It keeps hovering at my light, bro. That's why, bro, I'm just seeing something hench just go by my light every time because it's like blocking the light a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's just.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, that's
Ginny said it's a 10-0 matchup still.
Yeah, no, it is. But I give it up. It has rent in my place, bro. It's fine.
Oh man.
Needs to get
up.
Yeah,
I say Fatal Fury. I think I enjoy Fatal Fury, but it's, I say from a viewer at the moment, it's a bit tough watching tournaments because literally you'll start the tournament on the Friday and it's either
who's gonna be there,
Hokutomaru on the screen, and it's like all kind like. But the game is good. I like the functionality and everything else. I just hope that it can kind of. Well, I guess briefly, what do you think of like obviously there's been a lot of money pumped into like the marketing and stuff of that game specifically, and there's like EWC and all that business. What do you think of like that kind of stuff and what effect that kind of has on the games and FBC in general in terms of EWC and stuff, or just in terms of Fatal Fury, we can talk about like the marketing and stuff because it's crazy.
The marketing for Fatal Fury was what everyone wanted, but I just think they chose a game that hasn't been around for 25 years.
That's a fact.
You can't bring back something. Remember, like, so this is. I always wanted to talk about this subject, but I always felt a bit like, oh, I don't know. But I want to talk about it here, so that's cool.
Yeah, talk about it, man.
I'm a huge fan of Fatal Fury, but I'm in my 30s, so I know about Fatal Fury.
Yeah.
The issue is the crowd you're trying to get is not going to hear about Fatal Fury.
Yeah, they won't know about it. They won't know about it at all.
Exactly. And you can say, oh yeah, but Fatal Fury is in King of Fighters.
Yeah.
But the Fatal Fury characters are not in. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they're not. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like they're not even main characters in it. They're just characters you choose. Same with the Arts Flying characters.
Yeah.
They're
not main KOF characters, as it were. Like
it's just So I kind of the way how I looked at it was. It's a very tough thing to kind of like. That's like me bringing back. I don't know what game. Battle Arena to Shinden, old school.
Oh, throwback.
I pump in millions. I've got iShow Speed, KSI, all these people promoting the game.
Yeah.
People know iShow Speed and they know KSI.
And they know KSI.
But they don't know what Battle Arena to Shinden is.
Yeah.
And if you're not doing everything in your power to, put out stuff to kind of maybe do the nostalgia stuff, because they didn't show
like a history of the game, or like, okay, well, this came out here and then it was on Neo Geo and blah blah blah, whatever they need to do. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
It was just like,
here's Fatal Fury,
all the money in the world at it.
Yeah, and that's where the problem lied. It was they threw all the money, but it's like there was no, like, it was content creators that were showing like, yeah, this is that, the history of time of Fatal Fury, but we needed SNK to do it themselves.
Yeah. SNK were the ones that needed to kind of
bring it out
bring
there,
it back to the forefront, because again, like, the actual obviously budget and everything that they've done, like from when I'm watching WrestleMania and I see the DJ at WrestleMania and the rings got the Fatal Fury logo on there, like I'm thinking this is mad, like, but it's the wrong audience. Like, all of that doesn't matter because they don't care about Fatal Fury. They're not us as like fighting game players and people in the know. We kind of get it and we get Fatal Fury and whatever, but the general public, they're gonna see that, oh, that looks fine. No one's gonna say, oh, Fatal Fury's at WrestleMania, let me go pick it up. Fatal Fury's at this boxing thing, let me go pick it up. Because if they're not interested, they're not interested.
This is what I'm saying. And it's like, even though it was at WrestleMania, it's very good to say that they did that. But but the issue is FGC heads ain't playing City of the Wars. It's not about normies not knowing about the franchise. No, that's not true. Because it's not about FG. They don't care about. Have you not realized with most of these games, they don't care about the FG heads. We're gonna play the game anyways.
But what he's saying is like, FG heads aren't playing the game. Like, and it's true. I feel like it's because, again, obviously these people tweet out stuff, and just shout out to Mace, shout out to Mace. Like these people like tweet out, the Steam charts and stuff. Oh, there's only this many people.
But they're not playing it on Steam. Like, I see this all the time. This is why I don't interact with it. They don't play on Steam. They talk about the input like all the time. But it's, if you know, then you know. But it's like, I always say, oh yeah, this game is not being played. Okay, why are you not playing it? Yeah, that's the question. Like, let's do the better question. Why are you not playing it? Is it a bad game? Hell no, it's not a bad game.
No, it's
not.
It's really
the game is ridiculously good. Yeah. But people just talk about, like, when they see money being pumped in. I don't know. I feel like the fighting game community can be very negative. And what I mean by that is, there's nothing wrong with Fatal Fury, in my opinion, in terms of the game. You've got the EOST mode, which I thought was fun. You've got the online mode. Yeah, the user interface ain't the greatest.
Yeah, it's not.
But you have online as well. You have a bunch of songs you can play, like a bunch of songs from the old school games. Like, you have a lot of things there. So why is it that you just actively laughing at the amount of being played? Just because if that money never got pumped in, would they be talking about the charts?
Yeah,
that's what I want to know.
I think that plays a part. I think that plays a part. I think because
they wanted to see it fail.
Yeah, I think that because of the money that's pumped in, I think a lot of things have been highlighted about the game. Whereas if the game had just kind of came out on a regular kind of thing, maybe the perception would be a bit different. I can agree with that to an extent. I can agree.
No, it's both. It's that. No, that's just what it is. Because people, they're like, oh yeah, look, there's so much been pumped into it, but the game's failing. That's what everyone's catch is to it. It's like, oh yeah, there's been so much being pumped in. They want it to fail. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, they want that money being pumped in a game like Tekken or Street Fighter, what's been around here and been consistent. They don't want it pumped into a game that's been 25 years. The last games came out. They want it pumped into something that's consistent and regular.
Yeah.
This is just what it is.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. I find it a weird one because I felt the game is sick, and it's the first like game I've played in a long time that I legitimately enjoy. And
same.
I'm just on it, just playing more or less every day, and that's rare for me. So like, and it's a good game, but I don't know. There's so many factors. Obviously, there's the, obviously some people say, oh, the Saudi influence, I'm not down with that. Some people say I'm not down with Ronaldo. There's many factors.
Oh yeah. No, you're right. I forgot about that.
And again,
I forgot about it. Nah, bro. Obviously, the Saudi influence, and obviously, obviously. It gets very techie because obviously,
other things
so other things that so that cool. Ronaldo, you could tell that there's a bit of a disconnect in him being involved in the game or him just being put in the game, and he's just like, oh yeah, whatever. He doesn't seem like he even cares about it.
He don't know nothing about the game, man. He's just,
you get what I'm saying?
I've got to record this promo, just put me
let me do it. And it's clear as day. Whereas this, Salvatore Ganashi guy, he's going to Evo Japan.
Yeah,
He's going doing the WrestleMania thing. He looks like he really cares about the game.
yeah.
So, but I don't feel like Saudi's involvement or them, if it's their money, you're not supporting. I don't really understand all of that because it's like we're getting to a stage now where, way back before where people were talking about, oh yeah, FGC's poverty, this, that, and the other. Man are coming in, pumping in money. And then man saying they don't like where the money's come from. Where the fuck do you hear that from? When you go and do your job, I got a bone to pick with that. It's so stupid. So when you go and do a job and you go and work your normal 9 to 5, and these customers are giving you not their money or whatever, do you ask them where their money's been from, like, or do you just have to accept it because it's money?
Okay.
Yes or no? I'm just saying.
I'm gonna say,
you get what I'm trying to say.
At the end of the month, that's it, and I ain't gonna ask
paychecks there.
I understand what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying? Even like, you just don't know. Like, it's like these companies that pay you, bro. They might be working with a Saudi company, and you just don't even know it. You don't even know. So why is it different now? Because a fighting game is clearly being saying that, oh yes, it's Saudi influenced. Like, why are you upset about it? The game is a flipping good game. Like,
I really enjoy it, man.
The game is so good, but it's just, there's always in the FGC, there's always something to pick on. Everyone's got something to say every single time, and that's why we stay there.
Fair point. They say, fair point, because with the job stuff, we probably don't know, but we do know where this money is coming from, and I guess that could be for some people.
So okay, so then why didn't people support King of Fighters then? People support King of Fighters. That was coming from that's coming from Saudi too.
Yeah. But I think maybe with that, maybe it's because like the
promotion wasn't that high.
Obvious. It wasn't
okay. But now all of a sudden they got some money now, and they're ready to pump some marketing in it. Oh, it's a problem.
Yeah.
Someone said to me, because King of Fighters matchmaking was dead for like 2 years. I mean, the matchmaking wasn't the greatest, sure, but now the matchmaking is good. We've got something to complain about. This is what I'm talking about. You're proving my point. King of Fighters matchmaking wasn't good. You're correct. But now we've got a complete game. Finally, SNK's finally done it. They've done a complete game. Online works. Everything works. The only thing that is not that great is the user interface. Oh, yeah, all of a sudden, Saudi. Bro, the Saudi's been involved from King of Fighters 15.
I think it's probably because it's more obvious now. But I get what you're saying. No, it's a bit of a weird.
But so what? So basically, because they're clearly showing that there's wealth going into the game.
Yeah,
this is when we talk up. We might as well be in poverty then. We can never have anything good.
Yeah.
Am I lying? What people didn't know that Saudi was involved in SNK around King of Fighters?
People knew so. Because I knew that from time.
Bro, I knew that for years ago. So it's like that's what I'm saying. So the moment they're saying we're gonna pump this game, we want this game to come out. It's been 25 years, but we're gonna give it our all. You can clearly see they're working their ass off to push this game out. They've even given us a free season pass.
Yeah,
we're complaining about a game like this. No, I wanted to understand, because the thing that I think is normal, and if I talk to my friends, they'll be like, "That's crazy." But FGC is absurd for me to say this. So you're saying for all the other games where you're getting Tekken 8, where the game is still not fully functioning, you've got all of these bugs, all of this stuff, and the season passes are trash. You're still willing to pay for the season pass. Okay, cool. Bet. Street Fighter 6. Okay, the season passes now. Season pass 1 and 2 weren't really the greatest, but people still paid, right? Fatal Fury is giving you a full game, and they're giving you the season pass with 5 characters for free. But you want to complain about who pumped money into the game, and you want to dogpile it because it's not doing well. You want to look and laugh at something where they've put money into. It's mad.
Yeah.
Does Tekken have Saudi money to be able to give stuff for free? Tekken have money. You're telling me Tekken don't have money? They have an esports World Cup, bro. They're part of the esports World Cup. They have their own Tekken World Tour.
True.
This is crazy. How can you even bring that into the conversation? Bandai Namco has been going on for donkey years. They have Bleach. They have Naruto. They have Dragon Ball Z games. Are we gonna act like they don't have money? Yeah, man. That's a good one.
Yeah, nah, it's definitely like an interesting topic, and I'm sure like over the time it'll be kind of touched on a bit more. We don't need to go too deep into it now, and
It's cool, bro. Like it's just I'm
I
an
know what you're saying.
opinionated guy, and I
Of
know
course,
what
of
I'm
course,
talking
of
about,
course.
and I'm confident with it. And that's why
Yeah.
I like to vocalize these type of situations, because
Mm.
it just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Like
Like,
it's it's just like
it's
it's sad. Fatal Fury, like I know, like you know, I have someone in the chat saying they're talking about like there weren't that many people good in there weren't that many people in King Fighters. There was only the same people. Da 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 da. I hear that, but then Fatal Fury, you got loads of other people. No shot. You think Tekken has oil money? Oh, this guy, bro. You think that they cannot make well? You got modders making characters. You got modders making costumes for free. I'm just saying, you got them doing those things for free, you know. And I'm more than sure if Bandai Namco said, "Yeah, sign with us," and certain things can go on. So
yeah.
I'm just saying, man.
Nah, we will definitely touch on that. Shout out to Mason. We'll definitely touch on that. But yeah, it's kind of getting a bit late now. I don't mind, but you know,
I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's
yeah,
cool,
I'm
man.
chilling.
So yeah, but I want Fatal Fury to succeed. Put it that way. So we leave on that one. So I guess in terms of like you know Fatal Fury, there's other games coming out like 2026. We got Invincible. We got Marvel Token. We got 2XKO. And you know the tag games and stuff. Do you have any kind of interest in those games for the future, like potentially, or not really?
I think Marvel lost me when it said 4v4.
Okay.
Like, how am I meant to learn 4 characters?
Bro,
and
you did
put them
watch
in the team.
trailer, man said you don't have to learn the 4 characters.
Yeah, I know. You said that you could have 1 and then have the 3 as assist.
Yeah.
But what fun is that? What? Bro, I don't understand why there's 4 characters on one end and 4 characters on another. Bro, 3 was at the maximum limit by default in any fighting game.
Yeah.
They said, we're going to go 1 up and do 4. What are you going to do? Modern controls with these characters so it's easier? Like, bro, we don't want that, bro. 4v4 is insane.
Yeah. I think 4v4 is a bit mad, but as Jess says, it's a shared life bar, so it's not like...
It's a shared life bar, but it's 4v4.
Still 4 guys.
Yeah, I have to pick 4 characters, my bro. It doesn't matter if you share the life bar, if they goes half, if you pick 1 character. It doesn't matter. It's still 4v4.
Yeah.
I saw it and I said the graphics and everything looks absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I think visually it looks fire, but you expect nothing less from like Ark though. Like all their games are pretty.
I didn't expect like all of like the effects to look like the way how they look like smooth, like it looks sick. But then I'm just like, yeah, when it's 4v, it's 4v4. I was like, oh, no way.
Yeah, that's what I say. What we'll see. So you ain't really got too much interest in like the new, because obviously that is the next generation of fighting games, so to speak.
I mean, I'll document it, innit? My channel, I'm still trying to push it out there as more of a FGC kind of like reaction rather than Tekken. I'm still struggling a little bit, but that's what I want to push it out there, is because the Marvel games I'm not really familiar with. Street Fighter, if I talk about Street Fighter, I know that can get a decent amount of views.
Fair.
Marvel and what's the other one again? Invincible didn't do well. I'd even at the 100K, I tried to release the Invincible video. It didn't do well at all. So it's just like I don't watch the thing. But I'm like, I'll react to it. Yeah, it's all right. But it didn't do well. So it's like I was seeing it. I'll still test the waters with Invincible.
Yeah. Obviously,
and see what I'm saying
and stuff at the end of the day. Yeah,
but 2XKO, I don't know what's going on with that. They're taking they released it in 2019, and they're saying that we're in 2025. We still don't have a release date, and they're dropping the game with 10 characters.
Yeah,
bro, what have they been doing? I just want to know. Like, if I'm getting, if I'm talking crazy, please let me know, because I'll say sorry. But
no, it's facts. It's facts.
To 2019, Brody, they were talking about Tekken 8 and release Tekken 8 like in a year or something, 2 years later, bro.
Yeah.
2019.
It's a bit mad.
And you're gonna drop 10 characters.
Like,
what?
The mad thing is, obviously at the moment, like they've got like 7 characters announced, and when Marvel dropped. Already
Yeah.
gone had 8 characters, all the memes and stuff, and I was just like, oh,
bro. Oh yeah.
because it already got more characters than 2XKO right now, like which is mad. So
I clocked onto what you just said. A man said they dropped their first trailer, not even a teaser at this point because it's still very early. They had 8 characters already.
Yeah.
A man is saying in 2019, these men have got 7 characters up until this point. That is insane.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird. Obviously, all the memes and stuff were coming out at the time, and it was just like, oh gosh. But for me, I just hope all games do well. To be honest, like I just think we need like games to kind of quote unquote survive in the scene because we have like the big games, the Tekkens and the Street Fighter. They're always going to be here regardless. But something like Fatal Fury, for example, I think
it could struggle.
Succeed, man. I enjoyed the game, and I think it's a good game. I think there's a few things I say UI and certain stuff, but yeah. But I think I guess obviously we've spoke about like the games and stuff, and obviously you've been to quite a lot of events. You've been to Evo, CEOs, things like that, versus fighting all the rest of it. I guess just quick fire, like I think what would be your top like 3 events that you've been to off the top of it?
Ooh, that's a good question. That's a good question.
Because you've been Tiger Uppercut as well, you've been Philippines, you've been quite a lot of events to be fair. So
the amount of times I've traveled, now that I'm thinking about it, the amount of times I've traveled is absolutely insane, because Evo was 2017. So I went Evo 2017, 2018, 2019. 2020. I feel like I've been to Vegas at least 6 times.
Okay.
And I've been Japan 4 times.
Yeah.
I've been Philippines twice.
Yeah.
Thailand 4 times.
Mad.
Korea once. Then I've been like Sweden, Amsterdam, Greece, a couple of other places.
European ones and that.
I would say the 3 tournaments that I really like, and it's not necessarily just the way how the tournaments are run. I think it's now I need, bro, can I have 5 at least?
All right, we'll go 5 then. We'll go
5. Yeah.
We'll go 5 then.
5. All right, cool. In no order.
Okay.
ATL final round.
Oh, shout out final round, man. Those are good tournaments, man.
I went there by myself.
Okay.
And that experience was absolutely crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen a felt Tekken. That was the most hoodest Tekken I've ever seen, bro. Like,
yeah.
I've got to say the story, bro. So first things first, so I was staying with like Shola and In It to Win It, and there was like a place where they call Tekken House. So there's like bare monitors and stuff. They got like the display showing everything what's going on.
Yeah,
bro. There's bare man just playing Tekken, but bro, the way how they say stuff, get in his ass, like they're just talking mad, and you're just having to sit there. You're sitting there, and you hear man just blast this 4K in your ear. And managers just have to hold it. Like managers, he don't know throws. Break it. He can't break throws. Like, bro, they're vocal.
Yeah, just proper like vocal.
Bro, it's insane, and you have to hold it. But this was when I went there first time. Like I was like, yo, this is what I've always wanted. I can't get this in the UK. I say something like that, they'll get offended.
Yeah.
So it's like when I'm there now,
vibe that
thrived
in essentially, like,
bro, it brought out the best in me, bro. I'm just like, what did you say? What did you say? Like, but we're just going back and forth at it, bro. And it's like a lot of the Atlanta lot knew who I was anyways from when I beat Chopper Evo. So they wanted to play me. So it's like the whole traveling thing had like his whole episode, but I don't feel like I documented it well on my videos that they understood. But yeah, so the Evo thing kind of just like, oh, okay, let me go see what the Atlanta lot think. I just beat Chop. I want to see what the rest of the guys are saying.
Yeah.
And that's when I went over and I've seen all the other guys like Turk and all the Clint, all these other guys, and we're all playing and stuff, and like we're going back and forth, So it's like, it was sick. But the final round tournament was absolutely sick because they're aggressive with the way how they are vocally, but they're like the nicest people. Like me and Shola, me In It to Win It, me and Chop, like me and Chop will talk like FaceTime and we talk and laugh and da. This is outside of Tekken. Yeah, I'm saying me and Shola, like that's like one I consider him as family. Same with In It to Win It. They're not even friends at this point. They're family. you know what I'm saying? If they need help and I can help them, I would help them, and vice versa. So shout out to them. So I would definitely say In It to Win It, Shola, Chop, yeah, those guys, and that tournament final. So that's 5.
Yeah.
4, I would definitely say Versus Fighting, but I'm not saying that because you're here. I say that because like Versus Fighting, to me, we've never had a London major for like the recent games. So like we always, before we had SVB and stuff like that, but
Battle of Destinies and stuff.
Battle of Destiny, we always had those things, but you lot have been around for a very long time. So it's like you lot are cemented in the ground for the UK. No matter what anyone wants to say, love or hate, whatever, facts are facts. You lot run the tournament wherever you are, whether you're in the Master or in the Challenger, whatever. Doesn't matter. You lot are always running. And someone that actually steps up, and shout out to Justin Xavier, it's someone that's actually always running every year.
Facts.
No matter what happens, whether the tournament went right or wrong, but you still pick up the pieces and to go again and again. I will always have the utmost respect for that person. There's a lot of people that pack it in. You've seen people pack it in, you know, and say, "Oh, it's not really happening." But you guys there, Justin Xavier, you, the whole team, shout outs to you lot, because you lot can pack it up too, and say, "Yeah, this is enough. We don't need to do this anymore." But you lot do it for the community, and and I've always acknowledged that, and I've always, even like I said, I weren't trying to go Versus Fighting this year, but I literally said that to the man, you know what, we will have to go. Like we just have to go. Even though I didn't want to play Tekken, we will have to go.
You gotta, it's just one of them things you gotta do.
Yeah, and I see the Brom man as well. Like a lot of the Brom man that I see, like Auto Switch and all them. Like when I see him, I don't get to see him often, but that guy is a blessed guy, and I always like to see him too. So I always want to make sure that I get out to see him because he supports me a lot. Do you get what I'm saying? And there's other people as well. So yeah, Versus Fighting, just the vibe. And more time, like if I'm around the man, then we all go out as well. We go out raving in Brom. So it's
get together time, and like
it's a ritual, bro. Like man, just come over the tournament. All right, cool. We go out raving. If we're in the top 32, the next day we'll just play. Like, and then man just go back home, or we play football on the Sunday.
Shout out to
Richie,
supporting and that man, like.
Do you get what I'm saying? So it's a whole ritual. So it's just that thing there, like for me, it makes it like, and that's the tournament I want to go. I would say Evo Las Vegas is amazing. So that'd be number 3. But again, these are not in order. But yeah, Evo Las Vegas, number 3, absolutely amazing, because it's like this is like the top thing for fighting games. So everyone is there, different countries. It's only happened like when I go there. Like when I went there the first time, like 2017, I had people like literally like asking for pictures, this and that, and this was unheard of for me, because I'm thinking at this time I'm doing all right on YouTube, but I just didn't expect those things. But the last year when I went, it was even more, and they showed me a lot of love over there. Not only that, like the tournaments are great, food is expensive over there, but like it's just all the announcements, and you know, I get asked to do interviews, this, that, and other. Like when I went over there last time, early access to Fatal Fury, then I had the exhibition for Fatal Fury, then I'm doing another interview with a journalist, then I'm doing this, I'm doing the tournament. Man's just, it just feels like, man, it feels like I'm just active, and I'm just doing bare different things, and so I really enjoy it, and it's very fast paced. So yeah, I'd say Evo, that's cool. And then I would like to say Evo Japan is not the greatest tournament.
Okay.
The reason I feel like I like Japan and not Evo Japan.
It's more the Japan experience, if you will.
Yeah, because I feel like I was gonna put Evo Japan in, but I feel like it's more me being in Japan and saying, all right, cool. Like I'm doing everything else, but the Evo Japan overall, I don't know if I can put that in my top list. So I think I'm gonna leave that one out. I would say Tiger Uppercut, but that's the same thing with Thailand. Like I love like Thailand.
Thailand is sick.
Massages for £10. Yo, I'm all over that, bro. £10 massages.
Thailand is sick, man.
What? So it's amazing. It's top tier. Like, but I can't put like Tiger Uppercut's mad. It's sick. But I think when I went there, the venue was kind of small. So it was, but then obviously we did have a celebration, we did have drinks and after party and stuff.
Yeah,
But again,
it's more the overall kind of vibe, you think, as opposed to the actual tournament. Like,
yeah. So it's, you know what? I'll just go with those three. I just really thought about it. It's just like there's the whole that when I go to these tournaments and I don't have that much time. Obviously, being a dad, I've got to be back and whatever. It's kind of like I have to experience everything quick before I fly back. So it's sometimes more the experience. Like, when I've experienced, like, even Philippines, when I went to what's that tournament again, man? Can't remember the name. I can't remember. There's a tournament in Philippines that it was there, but I can't remember what it was. It's not Manila Madness because that's still going.
See, I was thinking Manila something like
I've lost it, but there's a tournament in Philippines. It's not there no more. But like that one, it was good. But I feel like it was the whole hanging out experience, seeing what's going on, the food, and just experiencing things more than the actual tour. But they were absolutely lovely. That, bro, if there was any tournament where I felt like people swarmed me, it was Philippines. It felt like I had some mad fan base over there.
That's sick.
I kid you not, bro. From when I went into the thing, from when I was playing my matches, like even more than America, like, bro, they were swarming. Like I couldn't even play my match at one point. Like I was about to play my match. Yo, can you take a picture? Boom. I'm like, bro, about to play my match. Like, but it was so much love. Like, and I've got so much love for the Filipino community for Tekken. Anyways, like when I went out there with family, I had them come over locally.
Okay, was it
Rev Major? That is the one. Yes. Yeah, shout out to them, man, because that tournament's sick. But yeah, like when I went over there, so I went over Philippines twice. It was one for Rev Major and then one was with the family. And then we had like an Airbnb and stuff. So I just invited the Filipino Tekken players to come over and we just streamed and played and like, bro, like they're so lovely, bro. Like they're proper nice people. So yeah, but it's the tournaments are some of them are like there's not much space or ventilation and like if you're in those tournaments and it's mad long and there's not much ventilation, you're in those countries where it's hot and that.
Because they're naturally hot countries anyway. Like,
bro, this is what I'm saying. And then you're just like you're fading away by the time you're like around like I'll get to like I don't know, like top 48, 32, and I'm just like, bro, I'm cooked.
I couldn't imagine like from when I went Thailand and that, I couldn't imagine being in a tournament at Thailand because it's a hot place.
Brother, hot, bro. And it's like it's not clammy hot. You're just hot. Like, in London, it just the air's like it feels clammy, it's sucking, it just feels like it's just suffocating.
Yeah.
This is just the air's hot. You ain't got nothing to do. It's just hot. So it's just like it's mad. But yeah, no, those are the three. I think ATO final round versus fighting and EVO Las Vegas. All those other tournaments that I've been to, like I like them and stuff like that. I just can't really think of ones off the top of my head. Like Clash of the Olympians, all right. But I feel like some of these tournaments, they kind of, well, EVO definitely lacks like the whole community thing. It's not really a community-driven thing. It's kind of more, there's money being pumped behind it because you can see all of these stuff. You can play latest games and stuff like that. Versus fighting, to me, is like the kind of community-driven. An ATO final round, hella community-driven. And I like those kind of tournaments, man, where they're just like, the community gets together. You could tell that they're just like a tight-knit community. And they just, man. So
that's it, man. So I guess before we wrap up, is there what's next for KingJae in terms of like tournaments, events, anything coming up for you soon?
So
I know where you're going with this, but carry on.
If Tekken 8 gets good, I'll come back and compete.
Okay.
I haven't said this publicly, but if it does, I'll come back and compete. But it will probably be my last time.
Yeah.
I don't think I have a lot of competitive drive in me as much as I used to anymore. I've got like a lot of business mind elsewhere and certain other things. Obviously the YouTube has got to where it's got to, and I'm very grateful. But then there's other like little avenues like Twitch, TikTok and stuff that I'm trying to grow and understand how it works and stuff like that as well. Yeah, it's difficult, man. It's difficult to kind of know where I'm trying to navigate. I don't even have a clear plan. There's like a lot of stuff here where I've got like to review and put out, and it's gonna be like put out in chunks. Like there'll be like bare new reviews to come out. I don't really have a clear plan. I know that the plan was, so I was speaking to the man in the lobby, so shout out to Shaiko, Richie, Dante, Immortal. So it was, we was all thinking of going to Evo Nice.
Okay, October is it?
Yeah, we was all thinking about that. I don't know though if, like, I said yeah, but I don't know.
Okay.
I don't really want to compete for this game, and I already said I wasn't gonna for versus fighting, but I'm gonna go. But like, we'll see. If like I said, if Fakram comes out and that patch is good, and the game is in a good state and it's getting better, then fair enough. But I don't want to be one of those people that's like just going through the bad times and it's like, oh yeah, well you wasn't here through the bad times, so why are you here now?
Yeah, man, time when the game was fixed and
you know what I'm saying,
benefits and that, like
I know I'm gonna hear all of that if I just duck out now. So it's just like I'm here, but you know what I'm saying? I'm here in the trenches with everyone else, but I don't feel like I should, bro. I'll be honest. But yeah, I don't know. I think the next step, I'm happy with the 100,000, and like I was saying before, I didn't really touch on it too much, but yeah, like it's mainly that Fatal Fury thing definitely did help out a hell of a lot. There obviously there's more Fatal Fury stuff to come out. I can't talk too much on it. So I'm always going to be supporting. I always support SNK anyways, because even like King of Fighters 15, when it did come out, obviously I was on the campaign for the UK for doing the content and stuff like that. And same with Fatal Fury, but like I want to push fighting games, and I also want to start pushing IRL streams.
Okay.
So I do a lot of gym stuff, and I don't really talk about it on Twitter or anything like that, but I do post up on IG story if I'm gonna go for a run, or if I'm gonna go and do this. But I feel like what has been done. So like, you know, when I first became like a partner for Twitch and stuff like that, when I was doing like the whole death matches and all of this stuff, I feel like that's all ranked now. It's pretty much emulated across the world. Yeah, I mean, there wasn't as many streamers as before, but everyone does this now. So you know, I'm not really the hot topic for that anymore. You know, there's pro players that are sponsored that they're gonna get the views. They're sponsored players. There's no point watching me. I'm a content creator at heart. Do you know what I mean? So it's like
those are the players that are going to be at events, so people know them and stuff. And
you're more trendy than me. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like you're going to be going to these events and competing, and people want to know where you're placing. Whereas me, I can go to a tournament and I don't care where I place. So there's not really much reason to watch me for Tekken.
Yeah, over the next man.
That's gonna grind and compete. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's why I don't know. Like in that Tekken bowl, I'm still streaming that, but I feel like the competitive drive is going on a downhill slope. It's like let the other, like, I'm getting old now. Like let the other players just go and do their thing. You know, I'm happy for them. No matter whether I talk to you or not, I'm happy that you're doing your thing and you're traveling. But for me, I got to figure out where my path is. You know, so that's where it is. But more IRL streams. I want to try out, like, I know this sounds mad random, but I want to try out different food, like from different cultures. I think it's quite interesting because, like, when I've gone to different countries and stuff, like when I've gone to like Philippines or if I've gone to like Thailand, like for example, people don't even realize. So I have a video of me and Arsene Ashia, and we both ate a snail. That video has never been released up until this day, and I can still release it. There's like he's never had a problem with it on me. Like I've just never released it. It was like, oh yeah, I'll film you. I'll film me. If you do it, Arsene, I'll do it. And he said, oh, I'll do it then. I was like, bro, Arsene, don't do it. And he done it. So I was like, all right, cool, I'll do it. And we both feel like we both filmed each other, but I've just never ever done it. What's the best win and worst loss you've taken in Tekken? Any FG? The best win. Oh, the best win. So this is when East London Fighters was wrapped. And they done a round robin format. And there's two, actually. There's two. I want to. Can I? Have you got time for two? Can I talk about the two?
Yeah, bro, carry on, man.
All right, cool. So the first one. So yeah, I mentioned East London Fighters. I'll talk about that one. So the East London Fighters, there was like a round robin thing, and there was a couple of players that was on there. So it was like me, Rukang, Joker, Wiki, a couple others. So that bracket was like a mad bracket, like a mad round robin.
Yeah.
And that one, I won all my matches and didn't lose any. So that was 14-0 to everyone in that thing. So that was a mad win for me. And I was like, rah, like obviously I was confident with it, but at the time in my head, I'm thinking, shit, that's kind of 14-0 to every, like, just like 2-0, 2-0, 2-0, 2-0. So I've won every match. So that was a big one. But then the second one was District G War. So they had like a round robin format there. And I don't know, maybe I just strive in round robin formats. I really like them, but there was so many people in my group. So there was like Kane, Eddie, Dante, a couple others. But yeah, I basically everyone said that I didn't deserve to be in this thing.
Okay.
And like obviously I ended up coming. I should have been first.
Yes.
The only person that beat me was Kane, and I think Kane lost one match, one against someone as well. But I think he won because something about the 2-1 points or whatever nonsense. So I end up coming second. I beat everyone in that thing.
Yeah,
you know? And that was a big win to me because, like, obviously people like Eddie and Dante, I consider them better than me at Tekken. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, they're just strong players. But in that time where people are saying they're doubting me, anytime someone doubts me, it makes me want to do better. So it's like,
it just gives you that push to be like,
yeah, and that's the competitive drive I need across the board. I don't have it anymore. Like, I've been trying to seek it and find it like Ryu, but I'm not Ryu. I'm KingJae. I can't find it no more.
Yeah,
I feel like it's just gone.
Like you and Real Menace and that, like that kind
Real
of...
Menace, if he was back, if he came back, I promise you, if he came back, I'll be competing. I'll be on top of everything, bro. Because he's the person that's like brings out me. Like, I have to learn. I can't make him, but like I ain't really found anyone that's like him anymore. So it's kind of like, you know what I mean? And then the last one is obviously KingJae Jr. Obviously, like I said before, KingJae Jr., that's a big win for me because he's beating up everyone. So for me to win against him, and I'm not a competitive tournament player.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Speaks volumes. And a placement for the Evo 33rd out of 4,000 people, 400,000 people. Not 400,000, 4,000 people. Sorry, I'm talking mad names. 4,000 people. Yeah. So out of that, it's a big thing in it. But my biggest loss. I don't feel like I had a big loss. I think I always keep losing to Jod in tournament. That's my, I feel like that now, that's the person that I keep losing to. So I've never had like a big loss where I'm like, oh, I've salty, I'm mad, pissed, like anything like that. But I think Jod, like with Evo, the last Evo, he's beaten me in that tournament. Every time when I've gone against Jod, he's won. Like, I'm kind of getting fed up of him winning against me. So it's really just annoying me.
Yeah.
So like, I really, next time if I do decide I'm coming out and I'm competing and I do step out, it's like, bro, I need to get that Nina practicing because, bro, he's just, every time, bro, it's not even, it's like I'm struggling to get in, I'm struggling to do this. Obviously, Nina's good, like very, very strong character, but yeah, I need Jod to understand that, bro. Man is a real UK man out here, so I need to fix up on that part. But right now he's basically he's clearing the matchup. It's 10-0 to him basically right now. I need to make the numbers come down a bit. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Oh man, that's fair enough, man. That's fair enough. So I guess we can wrap up a bit now. But have you got any shout outs or anything? I know you said you got an event at Red Bull. Is it this Sunday? I think?
Yeah. So I'm celebrating 10 years being a Twitch partner.
Nice.
We wasn't at the 100K mark on YouTube at the time. So that's what's made it a bit more interesting because I was like, I don't think it's going to hit it. And everyone was like, oh, no, it's going to hit it. It's going to hit it. But I was having this with my team. I was having this with like people. But I even had Nee message me like, yo, you're so close to 100K, you can do it. And I was like, what? Like, I ain't going to lie though, I was hella gassed. When I saw that, was it like a DM? It's a WhatsApp, so it's more personal.
Personal, yeah.
So I was just like, raw, okay, like, hopefully, and I'm saying fingers crossed. And then
Yeah,
when I did do it, he's like congratulations, like, and I was just like,
sick, man.
sick. We're gonna be celebrating that on Sunday.
Okay.
So I have a big as hell Twitch backdrop. So Twitch has sent me like a backdrop. They sent me some stuff to give away. I've got some stuff from Hori to give away. I've got some other giveaways as well, like headsets and stuff. So I'm just trying to figure out how am I gonna do like all of that stuff, because it seems like it's gonna be quite difficult to manage. It's like 4 hours, so 6 p.m. till 10 p.m. Shoreditch Red Bull Games Fair. It's gonna be quite difficult to manage because there's gonna be a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
I've got a videographer there, in talks with a photographer. Yeah, it's just gonna be a celebration. There's gonna be free play, people can play, it's just a vibe, like, and just it's just something that I wanted to do, man. I wanted to celebrate and go out big. It has ended up costing me, but yeah, I feel this is the stuff that people don't know. They just think it's just an event. Bro, I've got to start just going crazy with the content and get that money up again, bro.
But for real though, it's I feel like it's important to celebrate your wins. Like sometimes we go through life and you kind of do things and you achieve certain things and that, and then like you don't really take the time to sit back. I know, like for myself personally, like with my stuff outside of like versus fighting and whatever, like with my books and that, it's like sometimes you don't take time to sit back and look at what you've actually achieved in that, man. So you have to celebrate them kind of things, man. Like definitely.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I wasn't even gonna. Maddest thing is, I wasn't even gonna do a Twitch 10-year partner anniversary, but it was just like, but when you really think about it and really deep it, with all these people that are there, like you got the Punks, Brian F's, all these people, they haven't even been partners for 5 years. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, think about that, and they're doing their thing. Like, the American streamers for fighting games, they're doing their thing. They're making their money, doing whatever. Smug as well. Shout out to Smug. Like they've been doing this for like a couple years, and their numbers have skyrocketed. They've done what they've done, but man has created something before FGC even knew about. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's kind of like we have to celebrate that regardless.
Of course.
As it's hit 10 years, it's a decade. It's like a milestone.
10 years, man. It's 10 years, man.
Yeah. So I just thought, let me just get something together. But hiring a videographer,
getting everything involved, and
right, and it's mad. It's like the videographer people that I've got. I don't even know if I can say. So, all right, the videographer that I've got does stuff for Link Up TV. So it's like these people that I'm getting are like people with names. So it's like it's not cheap. It's not cheap. But I've learned from my lessons from getting people that are just cheap. That it's not always good.
But the job isn't
the
outcome's not the same. So you may as well
just spend the money, get what that you've seen consistently on another channel, and then just like whatever happens, you know what I'm saying? As long as the content is good, then it's good. But like that's just what I just wanted someone that can film a lot of it. Want to get someone that can take pictures. I still in talks with Pearson that can get pictures. I need to sort that out. But
so will it be streamed? This is a pretty dumb question, but will it be?
Do you know what? It's a good question still. So I was gonna initially stream it.
Yes.
But I don't want to stream it just because of the intricacy that I want to have. And it's a very personal thing for me. Like I wanted to bring the essence of offline again. You know what I'm saying? Where there's no cameras, there's there's cameras obviously for the actual video
event and stuff.
Yeah, I'm saying, but it's like in terms of being streamed, people can watch it at home. They don't have to come out.
Yeah, they don't have to come out. Like it's
you know what I'm saying?
You gotta be there, kind of thing. Like,
do you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna give a speech talking about just a lot of things. So it's gonna be a lot of heartfelt stuff. So I kind of want it to be you're here because it's more of people that are there. They probably either subscribed or they've supported me in some type of way. You lot are here. We can play some games on Tekken, play some games on Street Fighter, grab a drink. There's gonna be, like I said, bro. Hold on, I'm gonna show you this bit. I've got it here, bro. If I show you the backdrop, it's mad, bro. Hold on.
At least he's not fighting off dragonflies again.
Are you looking? Yeah.
Yeah, man. What?
I can't even look.
Oh my gosh. Nah, that's
Exactly.
ridiculous.
I've got to try and fit this in my car. I'm coming back 1 second.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, so I've got to try and like fit that
Yeah.
in my car. I don't know how that's gonna work. I already tried to wiggle it in, but I got to wiggle that in with all like the giveaways and everything
Yeah,
else.
everything else that yeah.
But again, like I said, by the end of it, it's just to celebrate, man, and just show people that, you know, I appreciate them, and it is what it is, man. We're gonna move on to the next stuff, you know.
That's it. What time is that again on Sunday?
6 p.m. till 10 p.m. Red Bull Games Fair. You got Tekken, Street Fighter, Marvel Rivals, and FIFA. So those are the games you can play. There'll be multiples of setups of those, and Fatal Fury as well, because I'll probably log into one of my Steam. So if people want to play Fatal Fury, then they can as well. 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Shoreditch, London, 1 Whitby Street. I kind of forgot the postcode, but just I don't know all of that. It's like 12 o'clock in the night, man. Like, just do a little Google search. Google is healthy now, bro. We're not in dial-up now, so you can find that, man.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Do you? I guess so. Do you want to you know, obviously shout out your socials and stuff, and anything else that you want to shout out before we kind of head off?
Yeah, no. So first thing first, I want to shout out Electronic Dojo before I shout out myself. Obviously, appreciate it. Again, I was saying to you before, like, not many people in this fighting game space like to collaborate. So, you know, for you to reach out and say, all right, cool, you wanted to do this episode, I really do appreciate it. It's an honor. Again, you lot have been doing your thing for a very long time. So shout out to Electronic Dojo and the whole team. Shout out to the Brom scene. I like the Brom scene. I think they're cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless, even if there's someone in Brom scene that doesn't like me, shout out to Brom. I like them. It's cool. Shout out to my team, because they keep me grounded as well. It means a lot. So there's a lot of people in there. Lex, Eden, Immortal.
Yeah, shout out
Shy.
to the music.
Yeah, he helps me with the music, and he helps me with some of the graphic design stuff as well.
Yeah.
Sky to Rush. I feel like I've said everyone. Piglet. Let me not forget everyone. Oh my gosh. Sorry, you know what? It's because it's late. But yeah, everyone, shout out to you lot. Shout out to all my mods. Shout out to, because even them, they help support. They come in and do what they're doing. Shout out to Mandem Lobby.
Shout out going all them mans.
That's so up separately from them. You know what I'm saying? That's Mandem Lobby lot. Shout out to everyone that stuck by Tekken 8, because you lot are the real soldiers. You lot are commendable people. Amazing. My daughter as well, you know, big love. Shout out to my little one. And shout out to the 100K, everyone that's on the 100K, bro. Wherever, like, everyone else. You get me? Like, I can't think of everyone, but like everyone that's supporting the space. Let's just name it. I'm not going to do individual. Everyone that's supporting the space. Shout out to you lot, because without you lot, I wouldn't be here, and I wouldn't even be where I'm at right now. So you lot supporting me, I appreciate you lot. This is why I'm giving back, and I'm doing a lot of these giveaways, and I'm doing a lot of these stuff, because I want to give back, and I'm in a position to do so. So I really appreciate you lot, man.
I feel that, man. It's real, man. No respect, man. Thank you so much for your time this evening, man. Like, it's a little bit late now, but I could have carried on, but it's so good, man.
But I could have carried on too, bro. It's not me that was you was cutting it all the time. It's like, the time is the time. I'm like,
no, it was another day. It's because I gotta go to I got a school visit tomorrow morning with like my books and thing in it, because it's like a careers day at school.
Okay.
Like, so I'm going there to, like, you know, do
your thing. Yeah.
Blah blah blah. So I got that kind of early still, but bro, there could be a part 2, man.
You know where to find me, bro. You know where it's already.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I'm not doing the 100K Hollywood stuff no more. You know? I'm playing.
Before we go, I just gotta do a few plugs. We got Versus Fighting, but before we go Versus Fighting, Little Milo Books is my brand of children's toys, children's books. Got coloring books, got soft toys, Is all the website, is all the books that I illustrate and stuff, all the stuff I do outside of versus fighting stuff.
Sick.
Let's say we got soft toys, coloring books, all that good stuff. So littlemilobooks.com. Also got versus fighting, of course. Start.gg/versus fighting for your gaming goodness this August, and we will see KingJae there for Tekken.
Nah, I'm there.
Nah, respect to man. Okay, but for now though, gonna head off now. Thanks a lot, guys, for sticking with us. This has officially been the longest community corner, but it's been sick, man. We could definitely go on, but see how I accommodated you. You said 10 o'clock as well, you know, but you know what? It's been sick, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Nah, man, we're getting part two, man. Don't worry.
Whenever you're ready, bro, I'm here, man.
Bro. We got a lot to cover, man.
Trust me.
Nah,
but yeah, no, big up,
now.
man.
Thanks a lot, guys, for tuning in. If you can follow us on Electronic Dojo on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Electronic Dojo UK on Instagram. Shout outs to KingJae. You can get him on KingJae TV on YouTube and all the rest of it. Shout outs to 100K. They said he's got the Red Bull event on Sunday 6 till 10, Red Bull Gaming Sphere, Shoreditch, London. Check your socials for those details, because I don't know those details. I'm not from London, so I don't know. But yeah, man, shout outs to you, man. Respect, man. We'll be back next week with another episode. I'll be trying to sort out some more guests and stuff, but we'll be back next week. For now, we're heading off. It's late. Gotta sort out my bits for the school thing tomorrow, but that's other stuff. But yeah, man, we're off for now. See you later, guys. Peace out, man. Respect.
Safe, bro. Take it easy, man. Take it easy.